our only work campaign. So as we were doing last week, we had the team essentially just spending XP, getting ready for the possible engagement with the rebel forces. So we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the Discord and get ready to do that.
Yeah, that's my goats.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
I believe
Good,
what's
yeah.
going on, Alex? I believe we're going down to meet the rebels. We sent the snipers ahead already. And we're going to go down.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Did we wait for Sandalius and Boris to recover?
Yeah, everybody's up by now.
Right.
Yeah, because it was like 7 days, and the snipers got dropped off 3 days prior.
Ah.
At this time, yeah, that's when, yeah, so essentially you guys would be getting any war gear and everything together. If there's any last bits of XP that need to be spent, or any requisitions and stuff, yeah, those need to be done. And then,
what do we get for requisitions again?
the entire Space
Yeah,
Marine squad had
any
150
bit of equipment
rec.
Oh, the entire squad. Okay.
Yeah, it had 150 rec. I can't remember.
I spent 15 on siege specs.
Ah, excellent.
I fuck with that. I like it. Goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah. That would be me.
Funny. Machine 4 awareness
Holy.
trade anyone plus 10.
Ooh,
gnarly.
Damn.
Fellas, I think
nice.
it's time to bust out the Jim Beam.
Oh my god. Alright, this guy can fucking hang.
Yeah, room temperature Jim Beam and room temperature Coca-Cola.
Yeah, don't know why I would do that to myself, but you know.
Yeah, let's go.
Float your boat, man.
Where's that?
Do you guys know how bad I wanted to like come into the chat with "What's up, virgins?" But everyone was like actually talking about shit, and I was like, I don't want to be rude.
well, you see,
wow, what a nice guy.
Had you come in and said that, my immediate response would have been, "Speak for yourself."
Yeah.
I do speak for myself, you fucking turbo virgin.
I'm
Check
actually
yourself.
in the process of fucking your mom right now.
Oh shit, he got you there.
Yeah.
You know what? Which one out of my 2 gay dads are you fucking then, huh?
Both, actually. So, yeah.
He's in the middle.
Yeah. No, actually, I have a giant on, and what I'll do is
he
I'll
says
turn
yeah,
it around.
and then he goes no.
Yeah, no, I have a giant black strap on that I'll put on my tailbone, and then like I just seesaw back and forth. And
This
that's
is the
how
most
that
Marine
works.
Corps shit I think I've ever heard.
Oh
in
my
my
god.
life.
Wow.
Jesus.
It gets
This is what
really
I've missed for
gay,
2 weeks. Okay.
When
Yeah.
Staff Sergeant told me that the Marine Corps was gay, I wasn't quite sure he was telling the
Dude,
truth.
in the Marine Corps, you're getting fucked every day. You know, whether it's your hand, the government, or your buddy's girlfriend, it's you still get fucked.
Damn. That last one was a little rude though.
Yo, dude. Fucking those barracks bunnies can hang, bro. They got it all figured out, man. If all I had to do was sell my body to have sex with a bunch of dudes who would buy me literally anything and let me sleep where I wanted, I'd do it. But I'm a man.
I mean, ain't that living in the barracks though?
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it is if you have a fucking heavy weapons company with you. Those guys are fucking animals.
That's what I've heard. All right, we have a game, fellas. We can't just talk gay shit all night.
I mean, right now we're waiting for the librarian. I'm trying to give him a little bit of time.
Back to shit posting.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking.
But
so, anyways, I started blasting.
You see, the thing about the Marine Corps is Thursday's your turn in the barrel.
That's the Navy.
And everyone fucks the barrel.
Nah, dude. So you guys ever played a game called Smiles?
I don't
Nah.
want to hear about it. I
Okay.
want to know. I don't want to hear about it. I
I
want
want
to
to
think
hear
about
about
it.
it.
I mean, okay, so check it out. So what you do is you get a round table. It doesn't matter. Usually we would just steal it from the local like enlisted club. So you get a round table and then everybody sits underneath the table and you get like one or two girls depending on how many people are there. All right? And you're all sitting there and everybody has a drink and you're all looking at each other. And the girl is going to suck one of your dicks and you got to
Alright.
figure out whose dick it is that's getting sucked.
God.
And if you accuse somebody of getting their dick sucked and he's not getting his dick sucked, then you got to buy everybody the next round. But if he is getting his dick sucked, then he's got to buy everybody the next round.
This just sounds like a
Jesus
convoluted
Christ,
excuse to
alright.
get someone to suck your dick.
I mean, yeah, it is, but you're also drinking while you're doing it and you're with your buddies. So like
How bored-
absolutely, yeah, like
How
it's
fucking
great.
boring is the Marine Corps now that it's peacetime ops?
Well, they're doing that shit.
God. Yeah. Well,
That's a good point.
all right. It is fucking. It's just a lot of training, a lot of going to 29 and laughing at dudes who jerk off in huts.
That sounds like wartime ops too. I don't know. From what I feel.
Dude, honestly, man, like if I were you, I would never touch any surface on a post. Just don't.
Yeah, no, I remember when I was doing FTX, and it was my first time ever getting government issued gear, and I was filling up one of the
You
fucking
lost it, didn't you?
what? No, I didn't lose any of my gear. Also, it was like Vietnam era gear. Like you
You
could
know.
see the
Oh.
names where like they marked it out, like from how people kept getting it.
Oh.
One of my Alice pack was from like '73.
That's fucking awesome. I would have stole that.
But they gave us the fucking canteens, and I was filling mine with water. And one of my buddies, a combat medic, he came up and he was like, "I wouldn't drink from that if I were you." And I was like, "What? What's wrong with it?" It's just like the best of us use those as spit cans. The worst of us use them to piss. I was like,
Oh yeah, I know, dude. Oh my god, we were doing a 20-kilometer movement at like 4 in
Jesus
the
fucking-
morning. So we bivouacked out and we were sleeping under the stars. I had my sleeping system and everything. I woke up in the middle of the night. I had to piss like a motherfucker. As soon as I stick my hand outside of my sleeping bag, I realized that it's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. So immediately I'm like, fuck this. So I dig around in my pack in like pitch blackness, find my canteen, dump it out, and I piss in that, go immediately right back to sleep, bro. Just dumped it out the next morning. Didn't even care. I was not fucking going outside, dude. It was cold as balls.
That reminds me. Were you saying something, Alex?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it started because I don't want to
Yeah.
wait for the library any
Yeah,
longer.
sounds good.
So where we left off, we had yeah, unfortunately Lucian, he can't play right now. He said that he had some issues. His wife is like having some problems with the pregnancy, so like I think she's on like bed rest or something. So I told him, you definitely don't want to put a game over that. So he's stepping out. So Stark's just taking over the squad for that. We brought an NPC to replace the sergeant role. And then we have our new player, Alan. He's joining us. He wants to be a tech priest. Him joining was just a coincidence. I didn't replace Lucian that quick. I'm not that good. I was
Had
just
one in the wing.
I was gonna bump us to 7, and it's just a coincidence. I was like, "Well, shit."
Nah, he's lying. He's got a bunch of backseat hoes that he calls.
I got
It's like a booty
I got
call.
back gamers that I got on hold.
Yeah,
Yeah, dead ass.
it's like a booty call. Roll
I messaged
20.
I messaged Alex because I saw that Lucian didn't have a role anymore, and Alan joined. I was like, did Lucian fucking leave?
No, he's still here. Hopefully he'll be
He's just
back soon.
AFK.
Yeah, he's just stepped aside, so I still holding on to his character and everything. But yeah, so with that, the tech priest is essentially he's like training under the other tech priest, Celebrimbor. So he's been on the inquisitorial ship for like, could be a couple years, could be a few months. But you guys would have seen him at some point if you turned in gear to the armory, if you had to get your suit repaired. Like he would have been in the background as one of the priests doing the rites and doing maintenance and stuff like that.
Tech priests all look alike anyway. Red
Yeah.
cloak, metal face, that's it.
I think he's
Oh.
rocking a black one, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I am. Black cloak all day long.
Ooh, nice.
From
Big
a
dick.
different neighborhood. But
Yeah, it's like
so
it's literally the difference between New York and Compton.
so to catch up, because Alan hasn't
You're
been
all
here,
Americans to me.
and K-Thor hasn't been here for a couple weeks. So the catch up is that
bad.
the librarian talked to one of the salamanders that was part of that mission, about 1,500 years ago to pacify the planet when there was a civil war going on.
Yeah.
And he got all the information to flush out exactly what happened back then. So what happened is that the family that were thought to they still are rebels, but the family of rebels, their descendants, were fighting alongside the salamanders against the descendants of the governor. And apparently one of the descendants of the governor was like a chaos worshiper, and there was a demon prince that was summoned on this planet 1,500 years ago. And through the cost of 7 salamander lives and the help of a helpful Death Watch chaplain that just so happened to be passing by, they were able to kill the demon prince or banish it or whatever you consider is the equivalence of killing it for a demon. So once they figured that out, Zevin told the Inquisitor, and the Inquisitor was going to call an orbital strike on the palace, but he was stopped by a superior of his that was in the sector that wanted to meet with him. So at this time, Octavian has given you guys the mission of, the rebels' leadership actually was like, hey, we want to speak with you. Here's our location. And then the governor said that he is hiding in a bunker that's, supposed to be decommissioned. And he said, I'm here if you want to speak with me.
Interesting.
Yes. So Octavian has given you guys permission to go ahead and contact whoever. At the time, they decided to go ahead and just make contact with the rebels first. Because unfortunately, in that last battle, we did have quite a few people who were damaged. Boris lost an arm. We had the priest who was damn near cut in half, and quite a few of the NPCs were pretty much out of commission for a good time.
I had to burn a fate.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was
God.
it was a rough day on
That's
the playground.
That
That's
is
right.
absolutely. That
I hit -10
sucks,
exactly
bro.
from 2 melta shots.
Is that even with the half your crit
Oh.
damage?
He was at -10, like so he would have been instantly dead, but he burned a fate and was able to
But like,
survive.
did he do like the half the crit damage that the Space Marines get?
I'm not a space marine.
No,
Oh fuck.
yeah, he's not space, he's just a
Ah,
human.
okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I
the
gotcha.
only
Yeah,
thing the only thing I extend to humans as a little benefit for them being players is I give them the Space Marine ability where if they are gonna die, they don't. Instead, they just take all the critical damage effects that aren't death, and then they pass
Oh.
out.
Holy shit, dude. That's
Yum.
So you might as well be dead in some cases.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
fuck.
because you can
I
lose a lot of limbs, you can lose characteristics and stuff like that.
Don't
on the
worry,
face.
guys. I'll bring you back.
There you go.
But it's like,
Man.
I need to keep my
Privator
fellowship.
or
I don't know. We'll find that out when we get there.
The flesh
Because, like,
is
dude,
weak.
I
Yeah.
need to keep my
Sure.
fellowship up because I give everyone extra penetration against heretics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
so
Mhm.
at this time, they were like, all right, we'll meet with the rebels. That gives us 7 days to get everybody healed up. Stark and his buddy Chazov, they're the 2 snipers. They dropped 3 days prior. So they've been on the ground for 3 days just kind of watching the rebel fortress. Like fortress is a stretch, but it might as well be. It's built into like a side of a
A very sturdy
cliff.
town.
Yeah, it's like the wall is shit, the door is shit, but you can see those pictures in the in-game chat.
There's
You know,
caves and shit.
yeah, it is an
Yeah.
old
They
mine,
have
so
height
Fucking
advantage.
it's not necessarily like a secure. It's like it's not like we're gonna need a battering ram and
yeah.
C4. It's more of like if you're gonna have to go through those tunnels, that's gonna be a bitch and a half.
Yeah.
And for one new player and one person catching up, Stark has spotted and confirmed enemy weapon emplacements, including heavy machine guns and las cannons.
Oh, juicy. My
Yeah.
old friend, that Mr. Last Cannon.
Yeah. Oh,
And
and last week, Alex said I could roll requisition. Then he logged off before I could.
Well, that means you lost your requisition. You should have rolled it faster.
Pretty sure you rolled a requisition roll
I
before
didn't.
I left.
We were discussing it. You told me to read the rules for it. Then you logged off. I
Oh,
was like,
that's
"Ah,
probably what
fuck
it was.
you."
Yeah. You every single time there's a requisition roll, you ask me how it's done. And it's like it literally says it in the book. Your
You
guys'
never give it-
logistics rating is 50, and then
I can't fucking read.
I've posted all the modifiers and negatives that are available.
Where did you post them?
Let me post them again.
It's in the only war book. In the book, mofo.
Can you read?
No.
God, I wish I
Right?
could. Every single day, I
Literacy
pray that
skill?
God gives me the ability to read. Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright, let me see here. And I'll throw it in. Yeah, I'll just throw it in game chat. Oh, there you go. So, because you're considered a company or less, you are less than 3 months on the front has been active for less than 3 months, and the war conditions are at a violent impasse.
Wait, we've been getting this fucked for only 3 months.
You haven't even been there for 3 months. I think in total now, you've been there like a month and a half. Because you got there the first day, there was a 2-week skip. Then you guys started doing some more stuff, and then there's now a week skip. Oh shit, it hadn't even been a full month. Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
So with a 50, our logistics rating is a company senior officer or commissariat.
Yeah,
Um,
currently. That's just like what you use to roll. So you'll roll if you have something that's just flat 0 across the board, you'd have to get under a 50. But depending on rarity, how many items, that will increase or decrease.
Okay.
And then also the conditions, such as you are a company, it's less than 3 months. They'll act they're
What's
all
the
on the
condition
same
of the
page.
mission? Is our
Yeah.
mission? What's our mission importance?
So violent impasse is a -10, and then you'd have to check the other ones. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 tables on the same page that tell you.
Damn. So to get a scarce thing, I have to roll a 10 or lower.
Oh lordy, yeah, probably.
Wait,
Yeah.
at a 50? Wait, what's our mission importance? You didn't give us that.
That's not on the thing. That's not a modifier.
Yeah.
Look at table 6.3.
What page?
I'm looking at
Mission
6.2.
importance. Routine is a difficult -10. Minor is a challenging +0. Important is an ordinary +10, and a vital mission is a
Oh lordy,
routine
there's so many
This
fucking
mission
negatives
is
I gotta keep
isn't that
track
for
of.
just
Let's see.
dude? That's just for the mission assignment gear, not the personal rec.
Let me double check.
At
What
that
page?
point,
What
then we
page,
wouldn't
Stark?
be
I'll
war
I'll
conditions.
check it.
So that page that I took that screenshot off of is 165 or 166, depending on
Yeah,
your.
I'm looking at 165. That's has to do with table 6.3 applies to table 6.4, which is for the mission assignment logistic gear, which is a big table of stuff where you could if you mess up, you can get
Oh
stuff like
yeah, that's
uh,
yeah. You don't
MSEC and all that.
yeah you don't have to worry about that. That's
Just
if
like you can get a duffel filled with uniforms and desperate
yeah
need of laundry.
yeah that's
Yeah,
for if I say hey you gotta go blow up a building and you're like okay I need a
Let's go.
requisition demolition charges. That's for like that shit.
Mm.
But I give you mission critical things. But yeah, you just have to worry about the stuff that I posted. And then yeah, basically everything on chart 6.2. Pretty sure.
So
Yeah.
right now for standard regiment stuff, a scarce is you have to beat a 10 because of all the modifiers.
Oof.
So yeah, 30.
Because you're a company or less, so if it's average, it's basically it has to be a common item for it to be a plus. 0.
Did you say it's a scarce item?
I was looking at scarce. I was looking
Yeah,
at
scarce is a -20.
Yeah, you can't succeed this roll.
No, you can, because 20 less than 3 months is 30. Hang on.
Less than
Oh,
3
wait,
months
is that-
again, and then
wait,
violent
wait.
impasse. Yeah, you'd have to
Oh,
roll a
yeah.
1.
Less than 3 months is a -10. Yeah.
Yeah, you have 2 negatives. Yeah, scarce is a near impossible roll. So, never mind.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is, because like some stuff, like if you're trying to get like pre-sense goggles, like you can just get those from the armory. If it's las guns, if it's certain attachments for las guns, you can pretty much get that all from the armory without having to do a requisition roll. But if you're like trying to grab like cybernetics, if you're trying to grab like shields, if you're trying to grab like pretty important stuff that might not be in the armory, then yeah, it's a requisition roll.
What do you guys think
Oh,
about 22 or 23 rack of our pool for a exceptional auger array?
Huh?
Hey,
right.
gentlemen. Is
Cybernetic.
everything coming in clear?
Jesus
God.
You
Not
sound
really,
like
no.
a super robot man.
Yeah, dude. I fucking commit, bro.
You're not easy to understand.
Yeah,
no.
it's not easy to understand, but
Can-
it's
can you
definitely
sharpen it?
robotic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to.
That's a little bit
Yeah,
better.
he's coming through fine for me.
He's
What
a
that
little
sounds
bit
like to me is you got one of those things for people who have throat cancer.
Yeah, it sounds like a Dalek
Yeah,
who's
dude,
smoked
I
for 40
chain
years.
smoke 18 packs of cigarettes every minute.
Just I'm
Every minute.
dedicated
minute.
to
Not
my
every
role.
day, every minute.
Yeah, so I mean with Zevin not here at the moment, it's really Octavius and Dane, you both have 150 requisition to play with, is essentially, unless you want to give Pyzel and Boris something. That's the apothecary and the tech marine. So unless you want to give them
Yes.
something.
Well, I want to get an Auspex scanner. So could we give the Auspex scanner?
I
to one
have
of those?
2 Auspex.
Oxpex seizes.
Oxpexi.
Yeah,
Could we give
Excuse?
an Auspex scanner to Boris?
Yeah,
I mean,
got
more
you.
Oxpex is
Or,
better.
well, I
well,
mean,
well, no, you'll have your own.
do we-
I'm trying to see. What do I call you?
do
Nakai?
we-
Is it Nakai? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Nikai.
So
Just do
you
the
have your own
Wanderer.
Auspexes. They're trying to get them just for the Space Marines. The odds of a Space
Yeah.
Marine being by themselves is a little bit higher, so it's not a bad thing.
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
But
do we-
Boris already has that shit. He's a Tech Marine. He already has every
Yeah,
kind of Auspex
but
you can get built into his helmet.
Yeah, but do we want to grab a good auger array that gives a reroll to awareness as well?
What's the difference between a siege Oxpex and an auger array?
So the auger array is the cybernetic implant.
Pretty sure the Siege Auspex is like a two-handed weapon in it.
No, the Siege
No,
Auspex
Auger.
is it scans for tunnels and shit and like can map underground
Yeah.
like
Oh,
cave
what the
network.
fuck
Siege
does that look?
Auspex is the mapper.
Like you said we're going into the desert and there's lots of caves. So I'm like, Siege Auspex might help us.
Yeah,
like,
for
find
sure.
yeah,
around here
yeah.
if we get stuck in these.
Do we want both?
I mean, if you want to get some cybernetics in your head.
Yeah, if you want to go, yeah, so spend it. Spend the thingy.
How are we rounding up or rounding down requisition?
What's the what do you mean?
So for instance, to go for like the second tier, like one tier up from basic, is 1.5 multiplier, which leaves it at 22.5 requisition.
Yeah, just
Can I roll
round up.
commerce for this?
All right.
What's the rec for melta bombs?
I don't like you.
Melta bombs, like 7 fucking. Jeez, I'm pretty sure they're rare.
God damn it! I just closed my book.
Yeah. Hey, what's the Can I commerce this?
The logistics roll? No.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you're not like trying to get it from another regiment, or you can stop that.
Baby's
Okay.
Chinese melta bomb.
That's my dog won't leave me alone.
Then give him attention.
But yeah, no,
God,
it's
his
you're not like getting it from like another regiment
Yeah, yeah.
or like from traders or anything like that. So it's literally just taking a look through the ship's armory and seeing if that stuff is available. Is essentially what's happening.
Fucking meat bags.
So could I get sacred?
Oh, librarian.
If you can,
So we didn't settle the
if
sacred
you,
inscriptions. Can I get that on my my weapon?
is it something you have to buy or something? What is it?
It's a weapon customization.
Is it
dude?
something that you
We had
can
a-
like roll for?
It's ubiquitous and it gives +10 to pinning tests.
Oh, that's handy.
I think we
Where
had a
do
whole
I get one?
conversation about this last time.
What
Yeah.
was the answer?
Yeah. So
I-
then
yes.
just roll a logistics test for it.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a plus 30
Fucking
because it's
dog.
ubiquitous. And then yeah, like a plus 10 in total. I
Well,
think.
wait a minute. No, you said it's ubiquitous, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's plus
Doesn't
30.
a company automatically get ubiquitous equipment?
No, that's single regiment and multiple regiment.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah, company or less. It's just an easy plus 30, which means it breaks even with the other
It's
modifiers.
a 0.
You
So I
roll-
have to roll under 50.
Yeah, basically. Which, I mean, yeah, it's 50. It's as easy as it sounds. It's 50-50.
Okay,
I wish to
1d100.
requisition a Codex Astartes which to hit the enemy with. I want to throw a Codex at them.
No, I
I
failed.
can't find melta bombs.
They
I did
should
not
be
get
in
sacred
only a
inscriptions.
Starties book. then.
Melter
Oh, yeah, you
bomb.
failed.
Oh, I'm looking in only
25 requisition, no renown. Page 175 of the Death Watch Core
For the melta bombs,
for melter bombs.
Boris wants
25
2.
each. I want 2 as well.
You're gonna spend 100 points of rec on
I'll
melta
take one.
bomb.
I'll take one.
So 75 points. What does that leave with?
Hang on,
75 left.
I'm not seeing an issue with spending that much rec on melta bombs. Where's the issue?
Yeah. So how much? Like you guys got the auspexes and stuff. As long as you're under
So
150,
we've got
it's fine.
1 siege or specs for 15 rec.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually-
then how many melter bombs do we want?
You said 1 for you. Boris wants 2, so that's 90 points in total with the auspex. What else were you guys
Okay,
getting?
Phil, do you want a melter bomb? Do you want something else? What did you want?
The melta bombs?
They're 25 each.
How many are we getting? 3?
3 so far. 2 for Boris,
so
1
far.
for Dane.
Oh, okay. And we set it with 150?
Yeah, you started with 150. So
Do we have?
Well, I did that math wrong, so 1 second.
Do we have any haywire grenades on hand?
We got 37 rec left.
that you'd
Do
you'd
not
have to
wanna
roll a
fucking throw a haywire
requisition
grenade
for
around.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Would I have
if
to roll a
the
rec
Space
for,
Marines can, if they meet the renown requirement, they can try to wreck the haywire grenades. But if they those aren't going to be for humans, like it's going to be oversized. So I think that imposes like a minus 10.
Fine. I'll fucking use the
Can
manipulator
you
to throw it or
wear a
something.
survival suit and armor at the same time?
I want
I'm
to
not
say
sure, but the
can wear-
the
Sir-
stormtrooper carapace that the Inquisitor gives everybody is it's sealed, so you can seal it.
no. Oh, we get stormtrooper carapace.
Yeah, if you want it.
Oh, because survival suit
Yeah, I'll take it.
grants a plus 20 bonus to any tests against the effects of extreme environments. Good and best
Oh, cool.
craft offers 25
Yeah.
and 30.
So, for the
Short
record,
term-
never mind.
Well, the stormtrooper carapace, it's not like an environmental suit; it just seals. So the
Well,
only
the survival suit just makes you easier to like not bake in the sun, and considering that Stark's about to spend 3 days in high desert,
yeah,
it's a
so
common crap item.
I guess you can wear that. I don't know what the rules are for that. Where if you can wear it under the carapace.
Do we?
Does it have an armor rating?
No, and I'm not wearing carapace. I'm wearing.
Actually, hold up. I'm not gonna take a melter bomb purely because my ballistics good as shit, and I'll probably fucking hurt someone with it. So
Also, I don't think you have demolition. Like you don't have tech use, do you?
Space Marine might.
I thought melta bombs are something you set up, not throw.
You have
Yeah,
to do.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah, right. Okay, all right.
You can throw anything in the game. It's gonna be
However.
harder because it's not designed to be thrown.
Mm.
I'll
But
just take a couple of the
you
Astartes
still
stuff
have to
instead.
roll a tech use test to basically set it up.
Prime it.
Yeah.
I only have I have just regular flak armor because it's lighter.
Yeah, then you
I'll
can
take
wear the
2 stun
suit under
grenades.
that.
They
I don't
cost
have a
10
problem with
each.
that.
I was just thinking how shitty it would be, like, just as the operation starts and Alex goes, roll a toughness test to make sure you don't have heat stroke. And I'm like,
No, I would
"Ah."
assume that you guys would have
Fuck.
taken precautions for that.
I have robes.
Be in the shade,
Sun-
That is good.
took
Sun-
turns,
sunscreen.
something.
I am
Get the
my own
sunscreen.
shade.
I'm
Wow.
also wearing robes. We're good.
Yes.
Nerds. Robes are for nerds. Anyways, let's get this boat
All right.
rolling. I have shit to shoot.
Plus, don't the Astartes have like AC in their armor?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it has like environmental controls and stuff. Like they give a shit though.
Well, they want to avoid sticky ball.
I don't think they
They-
got
Oh, yeah.
balls
Space
anymore.
Marines do not suffer.
They do
Sticky ball.
unless
But
Heretic.
so do the Space Marines need any more requisitions, or are you guys good?
Well, we got 37 points left.
you can
Give
spend it
up the
on me.
melter, and I replace
Special
that with two Astarte stun grenades for 10 each. So we have 37 plus 5, so 42.
Just give the
okay.
Black Templar a Thunderhammer.
You should spend them to upgrade your human support.
Can we?
Yeah, upgrade
the
their
human
human
support.
support with fucking Astartes weaponry. I don't know how that
Yeah. You get to shoot this once before your arm blows off.
Walks up
Yeah.
to Guardsman, drops Bolter onto
Alright.
him, the Bolter takes the Guardsman to the floor.
Alright, so at this point, how are you guys going in? So like Stark, it's the same situation, there's a entrance on the top of the damn, rock formation, cliff face, whatever you want to call it, where their spotters keep, going up and down, taking shifts and stuff. You have seen some heavy equipment. You've seen at least a heavy bolter, maybe an auto cannon. And you've seen, 40 or so different people coming and going. You see that they have like plenty of water. So either there's like a reservoir or an old well or something in there. Because you see them like pulling water out of the mines and like filling these tanks in the courtyard. But at this time, how are you guys wanting to go on the planet? Are you wanting to just land in a Valkyrie? Well,
Is there any
actually, your
major AA?
options. Yeah, your options are you can land in a Valkyrie, just right in front of the fucking place, and go from there. You can land from a distance and walk up. You
Halo
can
drop.
also have the
Halo drop.
yeah, you could Halo drop. You could also just have the Valkyries like bring vehicles like a Chimera or something down to the surface, and then go out.
I vote
Yeah,
for
Stark's
Halo
gonna
drop.
bring up that. Stark's gonna bring up the fact that we don't want to. We probably. So the alternatives. One alternative. Oh God, I'm squad leader now, so I get to actually talk tactics. One of the if we do just go straight in through Valkyrie, they won't have a chance to set up any heavy weapons at all. But going in Valkyrie will give away their position to the governor, because I guarantee the governor's probably tracking our movements.
Okay, so I
Where
right now.
if we drive up, like if we go off like a mile away, like a couple miles off, and drive up into Chimera, that's much harder to track for the governor. But they'll see the dust plume from like a ways
okay,
off,
but
and we'll
what
have time
about a
to set
Halo
up.
drop?
Do we have a teleportarium on the vessel?
Does a single one of you have aeronautica training?
Back.
No, there is. You don't. The vessel currently. Well,
No,
to your knowledge, it doesn't have any kind of teleportation.
Okay.
Devices. You would ask Celebrimbor, and he would be like, same thing. He's pretty, straightforward with it. To the extent of this unit's knowledge, I don't think there's anything of that on this vessel. But he's also not the top tech on the vessel, so maybe he's true, maybe he's wrong.
Yeah.
I suppose.
What's the chances of us borrowing the Lord Inquisitor's drop pod to keep the Astartes element in reserve in case of another ambush?
No
We were
one could
told
no one could
drop pods.
approve that requisition except for him, and he's currently still speaking with his superior. So
Right.
Gotcha.
Not an option. Okay.
Also, I don't have permission to view the character sheet for Sergeant Stefan.
let me fix that then. Sorry.
So, well, I mean, it's a diplomatic mission at its core. So, honestly, we at least want to get inside before they fucking like start shooting at us.
Does that put this on me because I have fellowship?
I
Maybe.
mean, the librarian's probably also going to do some talking.
Let's see. So we can, at a minimum, so we can see how many of them are alive via a Psychona check. So at a minimum, once we get in range, the librarian can give us a.
So, well, like the first thing that probably needs to be determined is going in force or going in just as infantry. Because you
Oh, yeah.
do have the assets of the ship at the disposal, as far as there are multiple Valkyries, which provide air support, and there are Lehman Russes that are available with their own crews that can be put on the dirt. So it's
Well, why
yeah.
don't we at that point? Then why don't we just put the 2 basilisks down, and then give them
No,
like.
we
Well,
do
I
not.
mean,
If we're going, if we are on a diplomatic mission, we will not put a gun to their head.
Well, the
well, no, we
basilisk
don't
makes
have to
more
put the gun to
sense.
the head.
Yeah, the basilisk
Yeah.
makes more sense than the Lehman Russ because it can shoot from like a couple miles off.
Yeah, so these
So,
guys
hold
are
on.
obviously surrounded by mountain. Where's the picture?
But
Where
we
is
have
it?
to protect
Game
2
chat.
locations at once, and we cannot afford to be split like that again.
Let's just deploy we have 10 fucking chimeras. Like these guys are living in a fucking hole in the. Like we
Alright.
have 2 basilisks and they're in
Yeah,
mountains.
How long does it take to
Hmm?
deploy the Lehman Russ?
How many
Like, from a
lighters
well,
do
balcony?
we have?
so if the Lehman Russ from hangar to planet side, that's like 2.5 hours. So it's not really a thing that can be like, hey,
Rapid deploy.
we need them. Yeah, it's the Valkyries can put fire on target within like 10 minutes. Now, if you want, like, if the basilisks get put into play, you can still you can have another squad. There, you guys aren't the only squad. There's like 10 infantry squads in your task force, so you can assign. I need this asset on the field so that if I have to, I can call an artillery, and that will get approved. That's no problem. And they can set up somewhere where they can be within range of the rebel fortress, and then within about 30 minutes adjust to be able to be within range of the the governor's location.
Okay.
I feel like in this situation, we want less boots on the ground. I feel like the basilisks are a great idea for the governor's fortress, but
Mhm.
here they're dug in too deep. Once we take care of the surface, which, like I said, they don't have a lot of heavy stuff. I haven't seen any anti-armor
Mhm.
besides their placement
Those-
weapons.
Oh yeah, those.
Any sizable anti-aircraft artillery?
Nothing.
No, the only
Okay,
emplacements he's seen is like he's seen a heavy bolter and like an autocannon. So that's all he's
Ah.
seen
That's
so
all
far.
last cannon.
Okay, so
Yeah, I hear the last game.
Dane's recommendation will be fucking roll out with the Valkyries, keep them overhead just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, keep air support's probably a good idea, but I feel like we should make our presence obvious because this, as far as we know, the rebels are anti-chaos because they have fought chaos in the past alongside the Imperium.
Yes, but they're also like broadcasting us on the news. Well, the Astartes on the news as the bad
They
guys.
also
Hold,
think that
hold
they're
up,
working
hold
with the
up
Chaos
there.
Governor.
We don't know if that was the rebels that were broadcasting and recording us there. We don't know.
Yeah, it could
That's why we're
very
going.
well.
Sorry.
Could
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, there is a lot of unknowns because it has been a bit of a mind fuck as when it comes to knowing who's friend and foe on this planet. I would say you need to establish like right now, is this we are going to meet friends and gonna act as such, or are we gonna meet potential enemies to discuss terms? Because how you handle those situations are vastly different.
I
Well, I'm seeing
firmly
both sides as my
believe.
enemy personally.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
firmly believe that
whoever this guy is, obviously the inquisitorial gods, he's got some form of enough pull to be able to stop a Lord
Mhm.
Inquisitor. So we can't forget that that was a thing that happened, and that's not a fucking coincidence. Something happened.
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
I'll turn to Zevon, brother librarian. Do you think you could feel the taint of corruption just from being near them? If we go down as a let's be friends,
Hmm.
do you think
Out
you
of
could
character, is
sense?
that a thing?
I think it's like Cyniciscence or something in it.
Sinitians.
Yeah, it's Synesians.
Do you
Yeah.
have that?
Yeah,
Well, it's a psych, yeah.
librarians get it.
You can roll that and try. It's going to be really difficult because you're not on the planet currently. You're just
No. I
No,
mean,
when-
I'm asking like if we go down there, like as a diplomatic, extend the olive branch. Hey, let's talk. And it turns out that chaos can he foresee? Can he like feel their corruption? Like when he's
Oh.
nearby.
Yeah, so
if we land, can he
he
feel?
can use it in a fashion to feel the presence of like warp taint or like other psychers because he did that in the market.
Ah.
Based
Well,
on his
and
rolls,
yes.
he could pinpoint it to, yeah, there's a psyker on the planet, or yeah, it's that old guy across the street. So like, it's really dependent on his roll. Because in the market, he wasn't rolling too hot, and he just kind
So
of
I guess-
wandered around half blind.
I guess this is an in character question to brother librarian. How confident are you in your abilities?
Fairly, but who knows with a demon on the planet?
I would trust the librarian on this one, brothers.
Yeah, Lieutenant Stark's not going to interrupt Space Marine conversation because he has this thing called valuing life. But he
Fair.
he will suggest that with the track record of the rebels being not super dangerous, because he's seen, because the only time that they were dangerous was when they rolled up with those makeshift melta weapons,
Oh.
and he
Yeah,
hasn't seen
which was
any of
part.
that. Has
We don't even know if that was the rebels.
It could have been part of the mercenary group. It could have, it. Yeah, could have
yeah.
been rebels. Could have not been.
So Stark is going to suggest that this might be worth a peaceful entrance just because with the sheer might of the Space Marines behind an entire squad of guard, this base would be rolled over. And also they wouldn't be, if you compare it, the governor is inviting us to a fortress. There are no families, there's no civilians there. It
Oh,
is a
yeah.
military site with military personnel versus the rebels who are inviting us to a place where I am seeing civilians.
Yeah, you
Hmm.
you guys would be having this meeting, and Stark would basically be talking to you from planet side. So he'd be
Oh, okay.
similar to like fucking Obi-Wan in the prequels when he's like checking in. Like,
Hey.
the separatist forces seem to be like he's he's like kinda that's how he's checking in. It's essentially.
Hello there.
Shit's
Oh my God.
bad. But
Yeah,
Okay,
so
alright.
yeah, like at this time, like Boris would have come in and just, ah, brothers, I see you are planning a dissonance. And you see like a couple like tech priests and some like medical staff behind him. My lord, you shouldn't be walking yet. I can close my hands, I'm fine. Steps forward. Goes, "Ah, what are we doing?
Good to see you up and around, brother.
Yes, they can't kill me so easily.
We should be so lucky, brother.
damn, got his ass.
So yeah, at this time, yeah, Pizel's he's just been, staring at the map with his helmet off, just kind of pondering. You guys would recognize that, he's a pretty good thinkerer guy. So he's just staring and he, begins to open his mouth. He goes, I believe we could requisition 3 of the Valkyries. 2 to transport us and provide air support if need be. And then we could see if we can requisition the help of Alpha Squad to stay in the 3rd Valkyrie and be prepared to drop on our location if need be.
Hmm.
As,
Promising.
as far as assets go, Being as close as we are to the governor's location, I don't trust it. And if we are making new friends and needing to move on the governor as quickly as possible, we're going to have many forces ready to be able to take out that fortified position. So I will requisition Bravo and Delta Squad as well as the 3 Lehman Russes to be at the new Krieg forward operating base as quietly and as quickly as they can so that they can muster out, might reduce their time to 45 minutes maybe.
I mean, that's still fucking lightning fast.
Oh yeah.
Better than 2.5
It's the Emperor's
hours.
will.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the Krieg just don't have the man, but like they're literally like quelling like riots, and they've been getting pestered by like mercenaries for like this whole week. And they lost a lot of their mobility when they lost that fob, because a lot of their chimeras and like their mechanized units are just got blown up or left behind. So the Krieg are essentially just a peacekeeping force with not a lot of reach and not a lot of mobility at the moment.
They must hate their lives.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, actually, they're probably really happy just digging trenches.
do what they do. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are set with that, if there's no last minute requisitions or anything like that, you guys would basically just start loading up and get ready to hit the surface.
Yeah, run it.
All right.
Well, if y'all can catch up.
Kato,
Start
did you
spending
take the
different
pick
dates.
recorder?
Yeah, I got
Take-
the picked recorder and a cartograph.
Okay, right. Fucking, I will see that you've got that in your hand. I'm like, yes, we will record the deeds of a noble salamander once more, and they will write about this for another 1,500 years.
Or it will pass on the information of us falling in combat.
So
Gloriously.
I also
Just look at him. Do you mind?
I also have a picked recorder, and a handheld targeter if they do decide to fuck around and find out what a basilisk round looks like up close.
Do you want
Excellent.
the basilisk with everything else at that Krieg fob?
That's tempting. I do like no. We'll save the basilisks for the governor's palace.
The Krieg have their own basilisks. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I'd
but I
hope.
ain't giving orders
No, the
to
Krieg is like I kid you not, they're down to like a handful of chimeras,
They've
one
literally
Lehman
been,
Russ.
like,
They
they're
lost a
all
lot of their
fucking
vehicles.
artillery pieces. Oh, the Krieg's got fucked.
Yeah,
Do they even have like a Earthshaker carriage battery or anything like that?
they don't have any artillery right now. The best
Oh.
thing they have for support is they have like 2 Valkyries. Like you guys have more vehicles than the Krieg right now at your disposal.
This poor Krieg,
Right.
they must be so sad.
They just got overrun by the so you guys got attacked by what looked like one mercenary company. The Krieg got attacked by what looked like about 2 or 3 different ones. And they just pretty much just bum rushed them.
Bullet.
They had like suicide trucks that were blowing open positions, and so they just got pushed pretty hard, and they took a lot of casualties, but they had to
By
just
the
kind of give up the
way,
position.
What's the wealthiest? Who is the wealthiest looking peoples that I've seen? Like, did any of them look that they had any money going through this entire
Caldens.
operation?
There's been like maybe 2. One was like a trader, and he's stayed for a few days, and he's long gone. And another one was like some guy who looked like he was bringing in either weapons or some kind of raw materials. You couldn't tell, but the crates were reinforced, so definitely heavy.
But it really looked like, well, it's not obvious if these guys can afford mercs or not, let alone 3 companies of them.
Yeah, you really aren't the best judge of that. It's like the guy looks like he's doing well for himself, but is he?
Are you saying I'm too poor to recognize rich people?
Yep.
It's more of like a cultural difference as opposed to
Now
you.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh. I just got my girl calling me real quick. I'm gonna get this, and then we're gonna be heading planet side. Be right back.
Gangweed.
Sorry.
How the hell did you just do 500 damage?
I'm forgetting to put a slash in.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh god damn it, it's still being wonky.
Fuck.
Sorry,
bitch.
sorry I was late. I was committing war crimes.
Don't be.
The best kind.
That's not very salamander-like of you.
They're to the aliens, so it's fine.
Oh, that's
No,
understandable.
yeah.
Okay, but they're not war crimes then.
Yeah, so they're not war crimes.
They're justified.
Yeah, I'm playing Stellaris.
Yeah, I figured.
There was a
mod.
Well, there was a Necroid Fanatic Purifier to the south of me, and I just took them over and genetically modified them to be my bureaucrats.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Love that.
Hippity hoppity, your space robots are my property.
They're not robots, they're zombies.
I, for one,
Mm.
prefer nuking them from orbit.
Just
No,
fucking kill them all, bro.
I raided them for pops, and now they're slaves.
Oh.
Every time I hear the
horrible.
word "kill" now, all I think of is crossover. Kill.
So let's
I'm like,
try and
stop.
keep the kill team together if we can. Like try and
Nerds.
stick together. If we need to split, then let's split. But fucking let's not go as far away as
That's
like a three fucking full battle round of the librarian wants to go over here now. 3 battle rounds later, still not there.
Hey, I had to go there to save the sniper team.
Yeah, you had to save the sniper team, dude, and you accomplished the mission. You took a prisoner. You
Hey
just
man,
didn't get
I
to
didn't
stab
need
anything.
saving. I just
Well, you
needed
got
to
stabbed
wake up.
something.
No, I meant the whole move me going that way.
I would have
Here's-
saved myself. Don't worry.
I'm
My
sure you would have.
bad melee character would have been perfectly fine on his lonesome.
And hey, when you were calling for help after we did that, I was trying to get to you. But then I got shot.
By a melter. Fell over.
And to be fair, if they didn't shoot me with that melta, it probably would have gone to you.
Makes sense.
Or one of the the chimera in front of them, or the guys on the roof.
Nah, you.
Eh,
Hey, Alan.
I have
this
a
is your
third
first
reaction
session.
dodge.
Do me a favor. Count me in from
Third.
3.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Oh,
1 second. Uber Eats literally just got here.
God
Grab
damn
your
it.
stuff.
Yep. Oh, I
Our
run
brothers.
as fast as I can.
Oh
Plan
shit.
is the Emperor's will. Let it be
What?
done.
A lot of restaurants actually hate Uber Eats right now.
Who?
Well, there's a bunch of restaurants pissed off, like mom and pop restaurants that hate Uber Eats because they charge too much.
Skip the dishes got on the same shit for that.
Points.
It
You
do be like that
priest. What was your name?
Oh.
Lead us in prayer.
Whew. I shouldn't
Oh,
have
you're
checked
talking to
that
me.
Jim Beam.
Yes, lead us in prayer.
All hail to the emperor. Yet blah blah blah. I'm distracted right now.
Oh,
in
come
real life.
on.
Priest goes blah blah blah.
No, I'm actually distracted right now in real life.
Fucking
issues are happening.
heretic.
Jesus
The
and
black-
shit, man.
The Black
fucking
Templar
Black
is
Templars
like,
are just
what did you
appalled.
say?
Fuck did you just say?
Shit.
All right.
Hey, usually I'm on top of that.
Oof.
Usually.
We
Draws
got
power
5
sword with malicious
space
intent.
marines, 2 shitty snipers.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, at
hold
least,
on.
chill, Stark, chill. At least you're still hidden for now.
And somehow Charlie Squad has grown to 12 man because I think the tech priest has a servitor, right?
Oh.
Servitor?
Yeah, he's got
Plus,
a servi boy.
I think the Black Templar will agree with me. If you're not fighting in melee, you're doing it wrong.
True.
I don't know,
Okay.
man. Last
I have a
cannons
higher
are
kill
scary.
count than
Melt the guns are scary.
They're scary if you're a wuss.
Unless it's a crying girl that's got a bomb.
Alex,
what?
did I bring the missile launcher?
I would hope so.
I think I did. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. We were having a conversation.
Yeah,
about
you
it,
were
but I can't
talking about like
You
how many missiles you
fucking-
could carry.
Yeah,
We-
you
we
made
said like
you
could
made
carry like 2
Chazov
crackers
carry
or
them.
something.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
you-
carrying just as many missiles as Chazov and the missile launcher.
All right.
Are
I
you
don't want to
seriously-
No,
get
let's not
Chazov
get. Can we
complain-
go on the mission, please?
We're
waiting
waiting
for
for the
mages
tech
to come
priest.
back.
Yeah. He had to go get his
I
But
food.
also, are you
He's
seriously
got-
carrying
back.
missile launcher indoors?
He's not
I'm-
indoors. He's
Yeah,
outside.
fuck yeah.
I'm on planet side. I've been there for 3 days.
Oh yeah,
3 days.
you can stay there.
You
Well,
just
since you
leave
guys
him.
are coming to me, yes, I will stay there.
No, I mean you
Nah.
can solo that like the Dark Angels do. You can just stay there.
Yeah, let's just leave him. Fuck it. You know.
All right.
Stark could survive. He's a ranger.
So yeah, at this point, Stark and Chazov, you guys have your little hidey holes. So as far as the Valkyries landing, are we just landing off in the distance and then approaching on foot to be unnoticed, or just landing basically near Stark?
Halo drop.
Please don't land near me
No.
because you will give me away.
Let's not land next to him. Well, I mean, do we have a meet point like arranged? Let's land near, like next to that, if possible. Show that we're not trying to,
I mean, the
shoot them.
the rebels just want to meet literally just right outside their fortress. So, it just if you guys want to land right in front of them,
It's
you
kinda
can, or you can
dumb
land off in the
sus, man.
distance and approach.
Let's land in front of them, unless anyone has any objections.
I mean,
Or-
it's not like they can do anything besides try and suicide bomb us.
Also, I mean, if you guys do drive up, I will be able to warn you if they start setting up, and that will tell us if we should, if we need to be ready for combat or not. Because if they don't start setting up their heavy weapon emplacements,
All right, that sounds like an objection. Let's do that.
then
Hi, yes.
No.
if they don't set up their gear, then obviously we have very little to worry about.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So yeah, with that, then we're just. I guess you guys are just landing, right outside the fortress. Then.
I was- oh,
What? No, not landing outside, or are we landing near and walking?
I was thinking. Oh, I thought we were taking a chimera. I apologize.
No,
Sorry. When
chimeras
I had
don't fly, unfortunately.
no, I thought you were dropping off a chimera and driving.
They could do that
Is on a
too.
Valkyrie, maybe.
Yeah.
You guys want to do
So-
that? You can do that with a
Yeah,
chimera.
let's
Well,
do that.
we don't really want the governor knowing we're doing this stuff, right?
I mean,
if the
he's gonna
the
spot us
governor
when we
has
come in.
the ability, he's gonna know if you guys are planet side. He just he has too many resources at his disposal. He's gonna know.
He's
He's
I
sort of
say
wanna
I
go-
say we just fucking land in front of them because the governor's gonna know we're there. Then if there's a strike
I also
coming,
want to
then
stab
it will
him.
come at the rebels as well, so it will force their hand into our team.
All
Done.
right.
But I do want to actually stab the governor. I
We,
hate
we
him.
all do.
That
We
might
will do.
happen.
Not if I shoot him first, you stinky melee nerd. Catch up.
Alright,
I
so
have hated him
as you
since
guys,
we landed.
so you guys get geared up. As you're approaching, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip us over to.
Oh no.
So you're at the,
the
map now.
battle map.
I mean, it's only a battle map if someone gets shot on it, right?
No,
True.
it's
Yes.
always.
So
No.
at this point, you guys can go ahead and
Jesus, that's a lot of fucking
I
targets.
guess put yourself down next to Stark over here.
I'm already on the map.
Yeah, over in
he's-
the top right corner.
Why is the sergeant so fucking big?
This shouldn't be.
He's huge. That man's been hitting the gym.
No, he's just fat.
Brimbor.
Can
Okay,
I
there's your stuff.
can I see enemies from where I am?
Yeah, you can see the wall. Well, I mean, you'd have to be at out of that covered spot. Yeah, you can't see through that metal, but from this distance,
Oh.
yeah, you can easily see the wall.
Can I say that I'm on there? Also, I can't control any tokens at all right now.
What? Let's.
Love that.
Oh, that's because you added them to the layer instead of me.
Oh.
Oh, can you
Yeah,
drag them then? Can you drag
Yeah.
them and drop them?
Kill. Oh God, I talk. Ugh.
Yut.
Yeah, fucking. Ugh. God, I hate this. I hate fucking talking like a marine.
Why are you a giant? Oh, you're an Ogren. Okay.
Oh.
Look
Yeah,
how big
the
that is.
The GM does have to. Is this a safe place to put? Oh, GM.
Safe space. Ah! So, which
Space
side are we
Marines.
coming in on?
I
over
cannot
next to
move.
Stark.
Bam.
Oh, up at top right?
There's
Yeah, top
oak.
right. Yeah. So everybody put their tokens down the top right, and then we'll start.
I
Are
gotta
the
find
Space
my token.
Marines- Space
Where'd I
Marines
go?
1 tile or 2?
Oh, Scylla Brimbor is not on the battle map, is he? Erwig's
Celebrimbor?
not.
No.
Did you
Donald
not?
Richard.
Did you not
Yeah.
put my token down?
I did.
Don't control
Did
your
you
token.
move it?
I don't
Oh,
see
you
it.
might have deleted it with all the other, like all the Charlie squad. Lance Corporal. I was
Wait,
unaware
what
that
the hell am I doing over there?
I don't know, man.
I'm on the left side of the map. Why?
Just move the token back. Alright.
Split the party. Oh
Fuck
god,
it.
they're so big. I
I
feel
can't
like
change their size. That's
Are-
just GM.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Jim.
No, you're
are they
fine.
Primaris Marines?
Yeah.
They're their own dreadnoughts. They're like orcs. They
That's the
keep
size of their huge hog.
Oh,
Mm,
quick question. Do
Yes.
Space Marines and Ogrins take up 2 tiles or 1?
No, just one.
Okay.
Alright.
yeah,
So.
next ties up in stubbles.
Oh, and I am gonna try to stick as close to the Black Templar as I can. I kind of get along with that guy.
Can I be on
Yeah,
top of the
stop
middle?
heretic.
I think you
What'd
already
you call me?
are. You can. It's smooth. If you get hit, it's
Oh.
gonna be a climbing test, or you're gonna come down on it.
Hang on, did you call me a heretic?
No, I said stop the
No.
heretic.
If
Oh,
I get
very
hit,
good.
like it's gonna be
Very
hard as
good,
hell to hit me. I have a like all ballistic test. Sorry, when I had Alan count me in, that was to chug the rest of my Jim Beam and Coke.
Oh, you're a monster.
Can you move me onto the map? I can't click my guy. I just keep winding up highlighting my stupid bio.
Aw, sad face.
Oh no, the gigglies are happening. No, not like this. Not
Not
before
like
a
this.
battle.
No, we're gonna get nowhere.
Oh no.
I want to get through some shit.
No, I
Don't
don't
get too
interrupt.
drunk.
I just giggle. All right, I am about to make it.
Yeah, but you're taking over the squad, right? Okay, you gotta be fucking. You gotta be
I am
competent.
the
Having some
best
giggle
squad
water?
leader you will ever meet. I swear to God.
Yeah, you're fucking in theater drunk.
I've met some corporals in the field during like war games using sim rounds, and like when they're drunk, these guys are fucking masterminds.
I
Fire
will
team
make you
tactics.
think. You know, you'll go, wow. I wish my staff
Who-
sergeant was this guy.
Yeah, but
Or-
doesn't
That's
that mean
what-
they drink so much they can't function sober? They have to be drunk to work.
That has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Well, you see,
At
like
all?
it takes twice as long because he goes right. So we fucking
5, 6, 7,
gonna
8,
sit in this
9.
ditch and wait for the enemy.
Alright.
Fuck.
Hold on,
so
Marines don't wait. Marines find the enemy.
Pretty sure
Oh,
no,
that's everybody. So the Templar and the priest, you guys are just pushing up into the open.
Well, I mean, we're supposed to be walking forward to talk to them, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. I just kind of put my thing down like anywhere.
Like they know
Okay.
we're coming, right?
I need to
Well,
be
they
able
just
to
watched
move.
a big ass Valkyrie. They-
I
Yeah.
need access to my
fucking-
token.
Come on, Alex, you're dropping the ball.
I mean, like we called ahead. I thought, or they
No,
called us or
they
something.
they told us. Well, they are sort of kind of expecting us because they told us where to meet them, but
Okay,
they don't
so
know what day, what
Alright.
time.
So
Well,
yeah, I
we're
mean,
meeting them in
is it
broad daylight
just
instead of
is
nighttime.
it just everybody pushing up, or how do you want to handle
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I was about to say like block with them.
Come with
as
me,
well.
brother.
Still need token access.
I
You think
gave it to you.
Stark's gonna-
Can't click it. Did you put it on the GM layer?
Nope.
No, you wouldn't be able to see it if it was on the GM layer.
I can't select my token.
click on the right token.
GM, is that a safe place to take cover? Like, how much cover would that give me?
It's just like metal and stuff. It's like like trying to
Now my
think.
token's gone.
8 points?
I know, Doc. I'm trying to fix it.
He's so big,
Oh, he's so big.
thick, dummy thick, juicy as fuck. As a matter of
God.
fact,
The fuck?
I'm just
Like
trying to
that.
find a place where I can get some monicum
Okay.
of cover
Try it
without
now.
being.
Nope.
Can you drag your own token onto the map?
Nope.
What? That's weird. Why not? Hold on.
It
How are
only
you?
selects the damn bio somehow for some fucking
Why are
reason.
you talking about the bio? Go into the list of characters on the right side of Roll20, where it
In the
says
journal
7,
tab.
you hover the mouse over it, then 3 dashes come over where your image is. Just left click that and hold and drag.
Okay, I was trying to drag it off my
Oh
bio
no, that
page.
won't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no,
Issue.
There we go, silly.
Hello, Billy.
Brother
Yeah, no.
librarian, join us.
There's definitely things that in Roll20 that
I
would
don't
make
know why.
sense if they worked
Yeah,
in
I can
another way.
shrink it. I don't know why.
I need
Yeah.
shrinked.
I gotcha.
I don't know why either. Just
That's a GM permission. You can change that based on the map.
It's alright. I'll fix them later. Alright.
Interesting.
So I guess the whole squad's rolling.
Also, I can't control Chazov at all. Like I can't even see his character sheet, which I don't know.
Yeah, you don't have control over him.
All right, so can you move Chazov over to where I am?
Alright. Chazov's his own boy.
Well, is he also a whiny bitch? Because he can stop that too.
That's the baby.
What's
Wow.
I'm not insulting the GM's child, bro. What the fuck?
I was like, holy fuck, bro.
Weird fucking choice.
Fucking no chill.
Alright. So, I mean, are you just having the squad spread out, or is there like a specific spot you want them?
You know what? Actually, I would like a 15-foot wedge.
I mean, shit. Put it this way, Alex. How close do I get before they stop me and talk to me?
I mean,
I'm just walking up.
I mean, you can get up to like here, and then they'd probably So they'd probably say something.
All right. So, do we have any machine gunners or anything akin to that?
The fucking Devastator. That's probably.
Fuck, we don't have.
It's a walking weapons platform.
All right. So,
yeah,
hold on. I'm
best I
setting
can
up
do
a
is
squad in a format of tactical supremacy. Who the fuck is this guy? Is that Oak? Yeah.
That's the Devastator. This is the Devastator. Hey.
No, the one that I'm manhandling right now. 'cause
Oh
I'm
yeah,
creating
that's
a
Oak.
formation.
He has a grenade launcher. Chazov's gonna move up a bit.
I've got a Praetorian Jovian servitor, gun servitor with a man-portable las cannon. So
Boy.
Do you
That is
have?
crazy.
Do you also have a huge penis?
yes, yeah. I actually have 3.
How do you plan for that?
As we're walking up,
Just mounted a
over the
breaching auger to
Vox,
it.
I want to say just like remain at ease. Please do not fucking point your weapons. Just chill, and ask Brother Octavius to begin the pick recorder.
Yeah, there are some that are pointing weapons at you, but you can see by their demeanor they're not really stressed or worried. Some are a bit like awestruck with the fact that you're fucking space marines, but some of them are aiming at you, but it's not like everybody's like this is the Alamo and they're getting on the walls and stuff.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
So the way that I have the squad formatted right now is how I want them to stay while they travel.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to try and like stealth behind this makeshift structure?
I mean, you're not gonna be hidden. Like
You're a
they
space
can
marine.
see you guys.
Where's the
I wasn't
sniper
sure how
at,
dense it
actually?
was.
Sniper's way back where everyone was spawning.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to leave my lash cannon
back there.
Yeah,
Okay.
way back there.
Good plan.
So, I don't know if you have a microbead or not.
We all have microbeads, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
God.
I have a
multi-channels as well.
I have a loud hailer if that helps.
No,
Oh yeah,
so
loud hailer.
the
That's
reason
fun.
I'm asking is because like you'll probably be finding better shots overall. So you relay the shot call to me, and then I'll run it up to my servitor, and then the last cannon shot will fire.
Wait, he has to stay within a certain amount of range of you. It's like 10 meters or something.
I mean, I can still call the good shots to you.
No, the servitor can only move towards
Boy,
its
has to be
owner
near him.
if he's
Yeah.
out of 10 meters.
No, yeah, I know.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I didn't know about that. But I mean, like, the plan still stands. I can still like target.
Yeah.
Because
just
like
run the
every
shots
single
out.
enemy is within like comfortable firing range. Also,
Just can't run away.
Actually, I'm gonna move up a little. Who's the shit? Sorry. Who's the guy here?
That's the
Me.
Devastator. Yeah.
That's the guy with the big boy heavy bolter.
All right. I don't want to cuddle up next to the Devastator.
Why not? You can use me for cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a better shot than you, so.
Challenge accepted.
All right, you want to play that game? I'll show you. I'm taking cover behind this metal. Can you move Chazov up to me? Pretty please, Mr. GM.
Thought I did. Where? Oh, there. Chazov is like he was gonna climb up here.
Oh, the place where you said I had to make a climb test?
No, this stuff. This is just a dome.
Oh,
So if you stand
Yeah,
there and someone shoots at you or hits you, or if you try to dodge, you're gonna have to roll a climb test to make sure you stand there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Then that's
but
where I'll.
yeah, if someone's shooting at you and you want to climb up something, yeah, you need a climb test there.
Oh, I thought you meant like if I got shot at, I'd have to make a climb test to make sure I didn't fall off.
If you get hit or
Oh.
if you attempt to dodge, then yes.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. What about? Okay, so technically, when I dodge, I don't move.
It's just juking, shifting, whatever it is. You're on a dome. You're essentially like it's the same thing as if you're on like a roof.
If I
Doing
fall and fucking
tiles.
die, it's Chazov's fault.
I wish to roll the siege or specs.
All right, go ahead. What is that? Tech use roll?
Yeah. Awareness
Is it
or
tech
tech
use?
use.
Yeah, you go.
Awareness.
Yeah, awareness.
So
Yes, Celebrimbor can move up to his trainee. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they don't
perception,
stand
and
too
then I get a
close.
plus 10 from my armor, don't I? To these tests.
No, the
Or do I not
Auspex
get that
is
if I'm using the
the
siege or
Auspex
specs?
is its own thing.
Okay, so I just roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Roll for my auger array as well.
All right, go ahead.
Tizes.
Oh, good job. So, yeah, I mean, you're seeing a lot of life forms. You see about 16 different tunnel entrances. Looks like one is is leading to almost every building. You see the buildings. There's probably another like 20 dudes in there.
Shit.
And yeah, you see a significant amount of people. You see what looks like possibly civilians in the far back. They don't look like they're carrying any kind of weapons or anything.
Oh, are we about to reenact that scene from the beginning of Spec Ops: The Line?
Bro,
Which,
break out the Willy Pete. Come on, let's do
And
it.
then would I if I made like a tactical imperialis roll, would I be able to like identify whether or not some tunnels look like offensive saps, like fucking like attack tunnels, places that they can disgorge troops from?
I mean, you don't have to roll for that. I mean, it's whether or not it's a tactical like way. There's just tunnel entrances, so they're
Alright.
easily big enough for people to run through. They're not like something that you're gonna have to like crouch and crawl through. Like all these tunnel entrances go to each one of these buildings have one. You saw like 16 in total, and they could easily handle like 2 Space Marines standing side by side. So yeah, easily large numbers of troops could come out of there.
Okay.
Also, I'm reorganizing my my wedge because
No
I didn't
problem.
realize the map wasn't at an angle for some reason because I'm a dumbass.
In the meantime, if I go open channel over the Voxcaster, do I hear anything or signal jammer or whichever? Like, what is there any Vox traffic coming out of this location?
Roll me a tech use for that.
Look at that
Sure.
fucking wedge. Doesn't it just make you? No,
Okay.
Well, it's not that common right
Quick question. So, Omniscient acts as a combi tool. I have a combi tool. A bunch of other bonuses to tech use that I don't fucking remember. Do those stack or no?
You're
Yes.
not multiple
If it's-
combi tools. So if it says it acts as a combi tool
Different things.
or you have a combi tool, then they wouldn't stack.
But if you have different sources, they would stack, just not multiple
Yeah.
of the same.
Yeah, but if it says like you start with a combi tool and your axe acts as a combi tool, you wouldn't stack those. But if you have
Okay.
the combi tool bonus and then
Talent
something
or
from
MIU thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do have the MIU. Fuck. I
They are
should've
good
written
for that.
Mm. So
Yeah,
yes,
so
plus 10 to tech use.
yeah, this time
Okay.
you guys would notice, like, there are people shifting. You're hearing voices and stuff. At this time, yeah, the techs are like trying to pick up Vox signals. The Space Marines are like starting to scan. Nobody's really getting on edge, but everybody's prepared. That's what it feels like.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so you
Um,
detect 10 signals in total. You know for a
Okay.
fact 3 are designated ones that you guys are using, and then there are 7 that are just within probably about 100 kilometers. So you don't have access to them. There's only 2 of those that are open, and you check them, and it's like one's like a local radio or something, it sounds like, and then another one sounds like some kind of weather updating service or something. So 5 of them
Okay.
are encrypted, and you don't have access to them. You
Can I
could
roll Scholastic or Cryptology?
uh
In order
to gain access to them, you wouldn't be able to gain access to them. You could use the signal jammer to just stop them.
No, we're not there yet.
But yeah, you're
I'm
not
gonna-
going to be able to access them just through like radio waves.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's possible you could get the right frequency to gain access, but that would take like hours. So it's not really worth starting.
I'm gonna go over the microbead
Mhm.
and I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, on our radio net, I'm assuming we use encryption as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go over radio net like, hey, if this does get nasty, please try to preserve any radio or communications equipment that you find on bodies. I should have done that in the robot voice. Fuck.
It's too late.
Yeah,
That's your in character voice now.
It's locked in.
Congratulations. You made your
Damn it.
use the robot for the servitor.
Hmm.
Oh
So,
yeah, that'd be good.
So at this time, yeah, one of the guys from the wall says, "Send your representative forward. Our leader will approach you."
Sergeant Stefan will begin stepping forward.
All right. Roger that, Lieutenant. I always got to stand out in front of the Space Marines. Big armored men, they don't ever stand in front of me, and that's all right.
Are we just sending one representative? We're not sending like.
I mean, you guys are all there. You don't really have to all be like standing next to them. It's just a.
I think Dane
This
would
is
be
a
quite
cultural
insistent
thing.
on
feel
going
like-
up to them.
This
feel
is
like
more
we
of a
should also have
cultural
ex-
thing. He might have to shake the dude's hand. There's going to be some exchange of words, and then,
The guy's like, touched my penis.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta jerk him off.
So
It's the only way.
with that, the door does open up, and there's a gentleman who steps out with a couple of his guards. One's walking out in front. As they begin to
Or-
approach them.
What are they armed with?
Let me do this. Is it Shift C? Can you guys see that?
Yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is he
looks
actually
like
carrying a little skull with him?
no, I mean it's flare. Looks like they
So
have
they're not-
like custom like stub automatics and stuff like slug throwers.
Kind of armor.
But you do see like along the walls some guys have like las guns. Actually, yeah, let me get an awareness test for everybody. See if you can tell what kind of equipment's scattered about.
How do you want me to roll awareness for? Also, is this site based?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be using the auger array. Do you want another roll?
Yeah.
All right.
This is to tell like what kind of weapons that they're carrying. The auger array wouldn't be that fine tuned. It's more of like
No, dude,
thermal
roll awareness, not perception.
stuff like that.
Oops.
Yeah, if you have awareness, do awareness. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well-
that's my bad.
oh, you're fine.
And we roll.
Oh wow,
juicy.
Librarians.
Oh,
on
I'm
point.
not gonna pass. Never mind.
So
Damn it!
Yeah, so like you guys are able, yeah, and I would assume that you vox it and spread the word around, but yeah, you see melt a gun or two, good amount of las guns, a lot of automatic like slug throwers, some flamethrowers and stuff like that. You do see that there's positions for like weapon emplacements, like some tripods and stuff set up, but you don't actually see the weapons themselves.
So actual like mechanic question. The Presence goggles are for perception tests, but would that also affect awareness tests?
Presense goggles, all they do is give you the ability to act as if nighttime, like you don't get any negatives for nighttime. That's all they do.
Well, it straight up says it gives you a +20 to perception tests.
I thought it was 20 at night.
Oh, I'll double check that while we.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a big deal. We saw what we needed.
The
but
night
if
penalty
if
and-
they give you a flat +20 to perception checks just across the board, that awareness is a perception check. Right. So yeah, with that, you see the guy approach.
Oh, it's +20 at night. I missed that at night part.
Yeah, they're like just better NVGs because you won't get blind if you wear them during the day.
Nuggies.
But yeah, so the gentleman approaches, goes, I am the current family head of the Zadibs, and I am your supposed leader of rebel forces. I see your representative, but I would like to speak to who is in command. Either the Space Marines or whoever else may be. Sergeant just kind of like looks over his shoulder at you guys.
Yeah, because the person in lead of fucking guard is way back there with a sniper.
He just looks at the Space Marines. All right.
Guess librarian.
My lords.
Dane wishes to go.
Pizel, he steps up. He goes, Brother Zevin, if you would accompany.
Of course.
He goes, you guys just like literally just step up to the sergeant.
Space Marine bodyguard. What a Chad.
Goes, you are from the Salamanders chapter, the ones who freed us from the oppression of the demons. I welcome you to our planet and my home.
I accept the welcome. Thank you.
Goes, now I've reached through your Inquisitor. Am I saying that correct? I do not mean disrespect if I do not address the title correctly.
That would be correct. The sergeant responds.
So, your Inquisitor, I traveled through his assets to set up this meeting because my family and the Imperium were once allies, and I feel like that got misconstrued over the 1500-year absence of your Imperial presence. The governor has been delving into things of the chaotic and warped nature, and I think he is in cohesion with demons. My family stood up to him and began to fight this oppression with the best that they could, and we have paid dearly. We seek to make peace and join forces with the Imperium once again, as we once had. Sergeant's like, Lieutenant, that sounds pretty good to me.
Lieutenant also goes, that sounds pretty good.
Chinesians.
Use your big brain.
Lizel's just, well, we were here to meet with you and run our.
I should put out don't have very good perception.
Can I roll scrutiny to see if he's full of shit?
Yeah, you
Cool.
totally can.
Surely
Okay.
you can roll Chinesians with willpower, can't you?
No, it's perception.
I believe him.
Oh.
I'm going to use a fate point. That did nothing.
Oof.
All right.
Down.
So, Yeah,
For fuck's
roll me a
sake.
willpower test, 7.
Oh,
Yeah, the
no.
priest. Yeah, the priest is like, "Hey, he wants to join the Imperium. That sounds like a great idea.
It does.
I'm with it."
Hell, I'd put this guy in the governor's seat.
Hold
Do it,
on.
bro.
I'm also going to roll. What do I roll?
Yeah, I don't think you have
Okay, it's
scrutiny.
giving me an issue again, so I'm just gonna roll this way.
I'm scared.
You rolled a6 or what? What's that going on?
I rolled a6. The target number is 60.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that sounds like a pass.
So
God
you
damn.
immediately feel a darkened presence. It's not coming from anywhere facing this stronghold. It comes from far. Like you feel it coming from the fucking east, in the direction, towards just somewhere else. And
Do
you
we
feel
know-
chance that we're directly east
you
of the
feel
governor's
Oh,
Hold
yeah,
on,
that's what I was
hold on.
about to eat. About to ask. Would we be east of the fortress?
what?
The fortress where the governor is.
You got a compass?
You'd have to roll survival to see if you know that.
Oh, you can just Vox and ask, like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, I guess it could. Yep, but hold on. So as you feel that presence, you actually feel like a clawed hand like reach. It feels like someone, how someone like reaches, like puts their fingers through your hair. It feels like someone's doing that, but with your brain. And then you
Oh.
kind of snap to, and you're, back in it. So when you think about it for a second, yeah, far east is like, the city that you guys had left where the governor was. Also, the stronghold is in that general direction, so it could be either one.
But I don't feel the same feeling coming from them.
No, it didn't come from anywhere in front of you. That's for sure.
If it's a demon of corn, it doesn't favor trickery, so
I mean, do you tell anybody about this?
I will vox it, yes.
All right, yo, can I roll Forbidden Lore Psychers to scrub through my brain to see if this reminds me of anything that I've read, learned?
Yeah,
or
sure.
seen?
Yeah, if you got the skill, roll it.
Fuck, dude.
Bro
I
out
love
here
knowing
flexing his
things.
huge penis.
I love knowing things.
I do wish I had a brain.
You could buy one.
Yeah, I'll
So
give you one.
you have read of situations like this before. So you just tell them exactly what happens, Evan. Like, I was trying to reach out with my mind and I got finger fucked in the brain. Like, you just tell them like the whole thing essentially.
I will tell them something like that, yeah.
Okay. So what exactly do you tell them? So like the old situation that happened was you trying to reach out to see if these people are tainted with the warp, and you felt a presence far to the east, and then you
I'll
felt it
essentially-
reach out to you. So you just tell
I
them
will
that.
essentially tell them that, yeah.
Okay. So you have heard of this before, Nakai. You've read about it before. It has cost many psychers their lives, and some have even fallen to the warp before. You've read that it has been before in some sorcerer or a psyker of equal or lesser power or greater power, just another psyker attempting to either find the individual or kill them, or it was a demonic presence attempting to possess the individual. So those are the
Oh,
situations you've read about before where something like that has happened. So it could be someone is trying to look for him as well, or something's trying to possess him, or there's something on the planet as well that's fighting back.
Be right back real fast.
No problem.
If
Hmm.
the demons are to be believed, then we must assume that the most likely course of action is they will hunt the party down via the psychic ambience of the Lord Salamander Librarian.
Priest has no idea what the hell any of this means. His forbidden lore is not very good.
He's essentially
weak.
he's essentially saying if there is in fact demons on the planet, then the librarian could potentially act like a beacon for the demons to hunt the party
Okay.
down.
Wait. Did
Yeah.
somebody say psychers are coming? Bring it on!
There's one right here in the group.
That's different. He's sanctioned.
Abhor the witch, brothers!
Yeah.
But yeah, let me put it this
All-
way.
-8.
Rolls for heresy.
So I'm actually
a
going to lean over to the
loyal
temp-
motherfucker.
He
Based on what-
actually loves the concept of psychers now. He thinks it's cool to have mind powers.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean over to the Black Templar. Like, what the hell is he talking about? Is that a heresy or what?
Yeah.
It's
that
not a
count?
heresy.
I said Black
So-
Templar.
Do not worry.
I mean, if it's heresy, I got to kill it. So
Basil-
does that count?
Basil speaks up and he goes,
Just gesture my hand.
"We will accept your gesture of peace at this time and would like to discuss it further. Perhaps this would be more welcoming inside your fortress or home, as you said. By all Marines, Space Marine, I would be honored to have you. If you would just follow me." Pyzel just kind of looks back at the brothers. The sergeant just looks at the lieutenant. Pyzel says, "All Imperial forces, approach the fortress. You can have your weapons at the ready, but please do not aim at any of these individuals. You are going to be separated from the group. Make sure you have a partner. Understood?"
I stay close to the Black Templar. I stay close to Flint.
Yeah, I'll shoot out a little data spurt, and then the librarian is the green token right here.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. So if that's the case, then I will move to his location here, and I will accompany him.
All right. So with that, they open the gates up again and lead you. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing the rulers, but they lead
Hey.
you guys in. So if you want to step into the courtyard, you can go ahead. Ordo, Oak, and the vet are gonna wait outside for, I guess, the Devastator, Stark, and Chazov to approach. Everybody else will go ahead and go inside.
As I'm walking towards the walls, is there any indication I can get from the architecture of the structure to as a weak point?
Uh,
face.
to be honest, the gate's just wood.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
The structures are like literally like Middle Eastern, like just mud huts, like kind of thing. Like Space
Sandstone?
Marines could shoulder ram through the walls or the door.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or if you have a flamethrower, the door's kind of useless. So
Got nice trucks though.
Fucking
uh,
Toyota Camry.
yep, Toyotas.
Camry is
What was
not
the
a
guy's name?
truck.
The head of the
Sure.
Zedabs?
Tacomas, you know.
He just referred to himself as the head of the family. He didn't give his first name.
I actually have a Tacoma.
Ask him politely for his name.
My name is Lutherian.
Lovely to meet you, Lutherian. I am Dane Siegfried of Black Templars,
I am not.
now Deathwatch.
Please forgive my ignorance, but I am not aware of your chapter. I do apologize. We are not, well versed in the lore and the vastness of the Imperial armament. So I do apologize if I have not heard of your chapter.
All is forgiven. For if you had heard of my chapter before, it would have been very bad for you.
Understood. I will take that in mind. Faisal just steps up. Dane, your people skills need more skill.
I'm just trying to talk to the nice man.
Understood. Well, sir,
Your shit.
with everything that's happening, what exactly is your plan to assist us? Because I know the governor's location is in his fortress. It is not a decommissioned fortress, as he's lied to many before. him and an old inquisitor from some time ago. An inquisitor that was, I believe they deemed him dead. They sent a corpse in his
I'm back.
place, but he's well and alive. They've been conspiring together for some time, amassing armament and hiring mercenaries. That's who's been terrorizing us for years now.
Hmm.
Well, it seems the Imperium has been blind to a false leader.
I do not blame the Imperium. A monster so vast, how is it to see a small parasite on its foot?
But it is the parasite that will bring us down.
Yes, that is true. Stark, Zevin, did you guys want to go inside? Oh, Kathor, did you want to go inside as well?
Yeah, I will follow.
Do they know where I am?
No, they don't know where you are. They just Pyzel like extended an olive branch and said that we can talk inside. So some of the squad is outside just chilling, and then the rest are kind of in the courtyard.
All right, Stark will come inside.
All right, Chazov will do the same. Gonna stand outside with the boys and Boris apparently, and the Devastator. um. So yeah, he was basically stating he's he's trying to confirm essentially what you guys were thinking with the governor. The new information is that he mentioned that there's some kind of inquisitor that's been working with the governor for like some time, like many years, and had apparently like faked his death and sent a false body in his place. So he said he didn't know the name of this inquisitor. He just knows that there's an inquisitor.
Hmm.
He goes,
Traitor at the highest level.
We should probably
Hmm.
ask Thaddeus about this.
Is
Dude.
what planet is this a sector? Is this in like the
So this takes
sector?
place in Jericho's Reach,
Jericho's Reach?
which
Okay.
is the far eastern fringe of the Imperium.
Could I roll Common Lord Jericho's Reach to learn what Inquisitors or like Common Lord Jericho's Reach to any legends or something?
Nah, that you wouldn't, cause like this is like years prior,
Mm,
so there's not a real way you would be like up to date on every Inquisitor that died within the last like 20 years.
yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so that's a little too. If he had a name or something to go off of, you probably could find something. But yeah, no, that's a little too vague. I mean, you could probably come up with a list of like 100 names.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
probably can't act against another Inquisitor without permission from this Inquisitor,
I don't
like
know.
from ours.
Technically,
mean-
if the Inquisitor did fake his own death, then his permissions
he's-
and his rights have been revoked.
Well,
So
it could be a deep cover thing. We don't know that.
that is true. That is a way to go with it.
Well,
Yeah, so let's get Tech Priest to relay that as a message up to Thaddeus.
I'm.
So you want to try to
Octavian.
contact Thaddeus right now to see?
Or would
I
Octavian
have
be
I have
better?
a question for
Octavian's not available right now.
Oh,
Thaddeus
Please
was
leave a
bugged.
message at the beep.
well, just compile a message, get it ready to go. And I want
at
to
the
ask
beep. You're
about
nothing but beeps.
the not so decommissioned fortress. You've been fighting for 1500 years. Surely you know of some weak point that might be exploited.
Yes,
When he says, "Surely you know of a weak point to
it's
exploit,"
he describes it. It's like a
Call me
fortress
Shirley.
in the dead center of a desert. It was built on top of like an old oasis, like the only fresh water in that desert. It's literally just a square box with multiple firing points and gun emplacements in the middle of a desert. He goes, the sight lines are vast, and the ground to approach it is just open with no cover. He said that the governor has had guards and maintenance. Literally anything that springs up, they removed any kind of rocks. They were, made sure that there's no defilades. It's people have said that they possibly have a minefield on the northern side of the fort. But none of that's confirmed. He says that they've been harassed by these mercenary companies for so long that they never had the resources or men to attempt an attack on the fortress. They also didn't think there was anything important there. He kept it staffed, but with not too many people because, to be honest, the thing's so well defended. You can hold it with like 25 people.
Did you ever consider tunneling?
Well, that was the next question. I scanned this area, and there's a vast network of caves around here. How far do these caves go?
They go for 50, 60 miles in a few different directions.
I know of an FOB somewhere around here that's got a few guys that mind doing a mining operation.
Because
Are there like melted drills that they can use?
I mean, you could find the closest tunnel to the governor's area, but I mean, you're talking about a project that would take like years. Because it is a vast desert. You'd have to dig very far deep to actually hit decent soil, and then you'd have to tunnel for like a couple hundred miles.
And you got to set
Creekers
up
would love it,
buttresses and all.
Yeah, it's not like the
Well-
like a Roman fortress where you can tunnel under the walls and stuff, but I mean, it's
hang on,
his
because there are certain.
Hmm?
I was saying because there are certain types of cyclonic torpedoes. I'm not saying using these. I'm not. I'm saying that they use meltas on the front to actually drill into the core of the earth rather quickly. Couldn't something like that be done? Like basically a melta drill?
Yeah, but you still have to go like a couple hundred miles.
I know, but it
Yeah.
probably wouldn't take years.
Because the thing is that's how you'd have to cover an entire desert underground. Otherwise, they'll see you because it's just open ground. He
Yeah.
says the best bet is if you have the resources and the manpower, you'd have to just hammer the anvil. You
Like with a
move
basilisk,
quick.
baby.
Move
Yeah,
quick,
honestly,
hit it
I
hard.
don't.
But he does say that the old records of the building do say that there is a bunker system underneath it.
Okay, I'm trying to think. What gases do we have? Can we just gas them out?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to get like hallucinogenic, like grenades and stuff, but you don't have any like missiles or anything like that.
Okay. Um. How big is the desert?
Pretty large. It's
Okay, and nobody lives there.
no,
Right now.
there's the only source of water in no that there's multiple deserts because there are areas that are lush with like forests and jungle where there's a pretty decent amount of water. This area there was a lot of mining areas, but there's still a lot of wells and fresh water to be had underground.
Okay.
The governor's bunker is built on what was the only fresh water in that entire desert, and it is the largest desert planet side.
All right. Two options. So, what size? How big is the ship? Is it a frigate, cruiser, battle cruiser?
The Harbinger is a Dauntless light cruiser Mark II.
Okay, yeah. Mark II light cruiser, shitload of dudes on there with giant plasma engines. Those plasma engines produce a lot of waste that is just blown into space. Why don't we take all that plasma waste, throw it onto one of the freighter lighters that we can probably get from the starship or the starport, take the basilisks, have the basilisk shell them so that way they can't shoot any of the lighters down, and then crash a lighter plasma waste with a servitor pilot directly on the top. It'll spot wield everything to each other. And then we literally just walk in there.
Well, that could seal whatever entrance is there. At that point, you could just shell the shit out of it with the basilisk then, and just keep doing so, and then just push them.
It would literally be like dropping a sun on these.
Yeah, which could potentially seal the bunker entrance because the
Or-
governor's not going to be in the fort; he's going to be underground.
Yeah, I mean,
Or we
maybe.
just go and talk to our big boss and say, hey, can we borrow your drop pod?
I mean, hey, a drop pod
Well,
of salt.
I mean, then you'd just be dropping in the center of a fort filled with potential enemies, which
You don't
could
possibly
Fight.
just throw We could also arrange a
could-
meeting with them.
It could work or not work, but the drop pod can only hold like 10 or 12 people.
We can
Yeah.
pretend that we've been tricked. Also, humans can't survive a drop pod entry.
Oh,
No, they
really?
get turned to
Shit.
jelly.
No, they can't.
die.
They get turned to fucking jello.
Fucking ODSTs do it. God damn.
Well,
Well, that's-
ODSTs have drop pods made for them.
And half of them die, actually. That's why they're called hell jumpers. Feet first into hell.
Yeah, Paizel would suggest either whaling, like, yeah, the fear is that if you do the plasma route, the bunker entrance would seal. And
Yeah,
then
nah,
if
we-
the
we
governor
want it,
has
yeah.
another entrance, there's no way you'd be able to find it in that desert before he hauled ass.
I gotcha.
So
Best thing would be
either
like,
Basilisk, or by the time you're done talking to this guy, maybe Octavian's available and he can prove an orbital strike. Do it
both.
close enough to tear the walls apart, but not completely wipe out the fortress.
I gotcha.
Wait, what if we arrange a meeting with them and say that the rebels want to discuss terms of surrender?
Then he'd know that we're talking to the rebels and then kill us on sight.
He already knows we're out here.
Well, if it's confirmed the governor is the bad guy, then he's just going to shoot on sight. If that's the case, if we're accepting the rebels and we're going to make this work with them, which they've proven to not light you guys up on sight, the governor's probably going to think, he's at the end of this whole masquerade and he's going to get fucked. So,
What was the guy's name again?
Lutherian.
Lutherian. So right, Lutherian. How could you aid us in an offensive?
If you will side with us, we will charge with you once more, like we did 1,500 years ago. Me and my men, we will assist you in your push on the governor.
But we have to make sure we can actually get him. If he disappears somewhere, I don't want to talk about what the Inquisitors might resort to.
Siege your specs.
I mean, even then, this is a reinforced fortress.
And the basilisk
Granted-
can crack a hole in the wall, but you just have to be on it. An orbital strike could definitely crack a large portion of the fortress open, and would provide a lot more cover than the basilisk. I mean, with the Lehman
Something
Russ,
like
with the
big.
Lehman Russes, the available chimeras, I mean, you'd have to push it. Just push the Lehman Russes, push the chimeras, and hope you have enough fire support to get some squads in. Because once you start getting men clearing those walls, you have the fortress.
We have the Hellhound, 2 basilisks.
And the Hellhound
Yeah,
would be that
Oh,
flamethrower
hell
would clear that.
yeah.
But we need to before the fighting really starts.
Draw
So,
who?
What if we go for
governor.
a fake? He's watching. He
He's-
has eyes everywhere. If we we can take the fucking Zadhev head. If he surrenders and we cuff him and we take him as prisoner, right? Or like show, take him up top, fucking do a plug. We'll come and give him to you. We'll meet. We're coming to your fort. Make sure you're there. No.
I don't think that would work out because because at this point, if you guys are are you guys deciding like the governor is a bad guy and the rebels are the good guys? Is that where we're at now?
Yep.
So with that in mind, the governor's he's a bad guy. If it's confirmed he's in the hole. If you think he's in the hole for anything, I don't think it's just not going to happen. It doesn't matter if you show him the rebel lead. He knows.
Get there first.
Yeah, if you use the fort and rush it with Krieg, once you get in rebels and the guard and pushing into yeah, hundreds.
With the Zadeh, we Basilisk to if we get a drop pod, this will work. We drop pod in, and then we use melter bombs and fucking make a hole to help out.
I'm gonna do something that no one here has done, and I think we should do.
What's
I'm
that?
just really bad at it.
I did it earlier and I failed.
What?
No,
Scrutiny.
I mean
Oh.
specifically on his story.
I did.
Well, no, you're talking about the story he's telling now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. If you guys
Yeah.
want to roll scrutiny again for that, that's fine. So Zevin, you're believing it. You're on board. Like I think this could work. Jesus Christ. All right. Well,
Let's do some untrained scrutiny.
everybody's just naive. Now that I know that.
Well, I guess I'll try now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
God damn.
Scrutiny,
fucking
scrutiny,
suck.
scrutiny.
Brother priest, would you please show some clarity on the matter?
I
Oh,
just tried to
Oh
screw.
my
At least
god.
failed. Yeah, guys, get good.
yeah, everybody's on board. They believe this story. They're ready. Yeah.
I'm going to roll a fate point because I would like to know if this is true or not.
All
Well,
right.
whoever's the best at it should spend a fate point.
So
My
Uh,
scrutiny is 10.
yeah. In the
Mine's
meantime, though,
I get a
if we have the melta-bombs, why don't we just kamikaze crash a lighter, like spot cooled plasma waste? It'll literally be like dropping a sun on top of the fortress, and then we literally just walk up, melt a bomb the bunker door open, and then flood it
Yeah.
with
You need the melta bombs for the bunker. Well, you have to get the governor. You can kill him, but you can't like wipe the bunker off the face of the earth. Like you
Yeah, we
have
can't.
to
We
get
can't. We can't go
him.
too.
And if there is a possible inquisitor that's fallen from grace, he has to be confirmed too. So this is
And
the
there might
moment where we
be
gotta
a-
get the bodies.
There
Okay,
might be
so
some demony thing in there.
deploy Lehman Russ and Valkyries and fucking I don't know,
mean-
fucking if everyone's on board with a drop pod attempt. Then
Yeah, the
I
three
mean-
Lehman Russes, the 10 Chimeras, and the Hellhound, and just cram. I mean, you can get 2 additional squads from the Inquisitor's task force, and cram a shit ton of rebels in the Chimeras.
I
And
guess I
then
can grab shoot in?
the 6 Valkyries and the Basilisk. To be honest, that should be plenty to be able to crack a hole in that door to open the gate at least. You just have to get across that open ground quickly, because if they have last cannons and heavy bolters, like if a Chimera gets disabled out in the open, they're not going to be in the fight anymore. They're going to be just hiding.
Bold of you to assume because we have an Atlas recovery team.
If you stop to pick up and repair stuff out there, you're just a target.
yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
It's one of them
Um,
things, man. You just charge it.
So how often does Sandstorm?
They're not uncommon. It happens.
Okay, so obviously these guys are prepared for sandstorms, but still, if we just rock their shit in a giant sandstorm, just out of the blue, hit them with an orbital strike, and then the Basilisk.
No orbital strike. No orbital strike.
Oh God, fine, be that.
The orbital strike's completely up to
No orbital strike. We're not filling the bunker with
We were told
Promethium
no
either.
orbital strike.
Yeah, it's not available until Octavian's free. So, now, like, you would check the weather conditions, like, that are available. Like, they would have, there's, like, stations and stuff set up on the planet that broadcast that information. So, there's going to be a heavy sandstorm coming through, but it is going to be a couple days. It's not anywhere recent.
Well,
I
it's
have an
gonna
idea.
take us,
Mhm.
to mobilize all this shit, get the ammunition down, put the briefings out. Like,
How about we hail the boss on the Vox and see what he thinks?
You're trying to get Thaddeus or Octavian?
Whichever one's available.
Yeah, it's just going to be Thaddeus then. Octavian wouldn't
Thaddeus.
reply. So,
Let's get Thaddeus.
Dane, what can I do for you, Templar?
My lord, we have made contact with the rebels, and they seem legit. That's not a space marine euphemism. They seem to be loyal to the Emperor and the Imperium, and not Chaos. So the librarian is happy with them. Therefore, I am happy with them. We have an idea. The rebel forces will fight alongside us again. I think having a salamander alongside kind of helped that a little bit.
Okay.
But we want to hit the fortress that's not quite decommissioned, by the way. Minefields to the north, And there is also a possible traitor inquisitor in the midst.
Do we have a name or a designation?
Did we get a designation?
No,
No.
No.
yeah, they
No,
just
okay.
like they were like, we think
No.
we saw an Inquisitor guy. That was it. That's the best they got.
No, the Zadhebs believe that there is an inquisitor in league with the governor.
Understood.
That is all we have. It is the drop pod available.
Unfortunately, no. That's directly under Inquisitor Octavian. I'm currently reassigned off planet, so I'm not in the sector. The best I can do for you is I can contact some. There's a rogue trader in the sector that owes me a favor. He can possibly grant you some more ordnance. What is it that you're needing?
We need to blow a hole in the fortress. See, the fortress is surrounded by hundreds of miles of flat desert with no defilade, no cover, nothing. So making a hole in the fortress is the easy bit. We need to get like in there. We need to get there fast. We need to get everyone there fast.
Understood. I believe there's a rogue trader that owes me a favor. He has a frigate that can shoot a torpedo. That's probably the best I can do for you.
Take what we can get, but I am also seeking approval for this mission because if we are indeed acting against an inquisitor, traitor or no, we do need your permission.
What were Octavian's standing orders on the governor?
I believe shoot on sight.
Yeah, he
I
was,
thought it was
yeah,
it?
he was.
I
He
don't
said
remember, sorry.
after evaluation, if you side with the rebels, he's like, eliminate the governor.
Okay.
Because all right, well then that being the case, I do deem your mission that you have free reign. I will relinquish command, I guess, to the Apothecary Pizel, seeing as he's the most veteran of the Space Marines, and Lieutenant Stark, seeing as he's the highest ranking Imperial Guardsman.
Dragon.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
No problem. I will give the information to have the Rogue Trader contact you when he's in orbit. Shouldn't take him too long. I know he was on his way to another sector. Well, the Emperor protects, and he protects you in your mission. Then he just cuts
Yes, he
communication.
does.
So,
Okay.
let me see here. Boom. Stark, Oak, or Doe, and the Vet can roll awareness checks, and the Devastator roll an awareness check.
Shit.
Sound based.
I was trying to think how I'm
Sound
going
and
to get in the
sight, either one,
fortress.
or both, all of it.
Damn it, Stark. Maybe Oak will get it. Come on.
Oh, did you
baby.
go inside the place, Stark, or are you still out there?
I went in. I just didn't move my token.
No, move your
yeah,
guy
move-
wherever
move
you
the-
wanted
move
him
the
to
shit.
be.
So as this happens, Dane will relay the information over Vox to the rest of the team.
Pizel's just like he takes his helmet off for a moment and he ponders. He goes, if they're the standard torpedoes that a regular Corvette would have, if he deploys them 700 or 800 meters of the fortress, I mean the sheer cost and debris it would cause.
Who's the other character?
It was
And-
Ordo, Oak, and Vet.
Deployed, we do it in such a way we give them guns that we can rush in, but also areas that, provided the torpedo makes the hole, we can call in this creeping barrage that will make cover and defilade for us up to it.
Yeah, so like the basilisks aren't gonna make like a vehicle in.
But for us, if shit really hit the fan, like have creeping barrage
I
always
would-
prepared.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest having the basilisk shell the shit out of the walls until that torpedo hit, and then
Yup.
once the rogue trader makes contact, you can just set that up when you want him to do it. And yeah, so it's gonna be one of those things. Yeah, you kind of want the basilisk and the Valkyries hitting the walls to keep their heads down, until like 30 seconds when that torpedo hits, because you guys have to be within 4 minutes of the wall to basically get there while all that debris and cloud dust and stuff is still up, because it's only going to be up for anywhere between 4 to 6 minutes. And that's going to
Okay, so
keep
what's
their whole line of sight in that corner. You know, if you put it to the northeast, southeast, you know, whichever corner, it's going to be completely blocked for 4 to 6 minutes.
what's the statistical likelihood of them having anti-aircraft on site
It's,
and
100%.
shooting down?
it
the
could, yeah,
torpedo?
it could be very likely. They could have hydras.
It's a fort. They've got anti-air.
No,
Yeah,
they don't have emplacements for AA. It wasn't built with that. But
Oh, so it's
the
like an
governor
old
has
like
access to hydras, which are you know, a
thing.
chimera
Yeah.
with the turret for AA. So there
Yeah.
could be a couple chimeras in the courtyard.
All right, grab a drink, baby.
Yeah.
So, So how do we make sure that the torpedo gets delivered?
Oh, they're not going to be able to shoot that down. They could shoot down the
He has
Valkyries,
way
but they're not able to deal with it. It's going to before they even know what happened.
Love that.
And I mean, Jace, I guess you could have the Basilisk shell the shit out of the center of the court and other most likely vehicles.
I mean, I think if we focus,
Yeah, the Valkyrie could focus to the center vehicles might be stored. The torpedo hits. Just if they launch capability, have a range, do as much cover and good. Because the torpedo hit, otherwise their own Basilisk. Blast cannons shouldn't be able to reach out that far. I mean, that's like, you know, that's like 1,000 meters. Maybe they would have some negatives, but if they do have blast cannons, there could be a moment where at least one or two of the people that will. I mean, that's just a small risk you're gonna have to take, I guess. There's not much you can do about that.
I'm perfectly fine with that much.
Yeah. Now
I mean, if we
the
start
rebels
from
can
top.
easily fill the chimeras, but they have enough guys where they could have like another 50 or so ride horses. I don't know if you
They
want
got
them
some
to do that.
technicals. They got some jeeps around the place. I see.
Yeah, those are not going to be able to cover that desert. You can do like horse significant, so it's like chimera or animal. They can back you. They,
The numbers.
I mean, if full any
I mean, shit. What's
chimera,
the worst that could happen?
they get mowed down like the Last Samurai.
Yeah, honestly,
back
bro, I'd say put the rebels inside the chimeras.
Yeah, they
And
can
then-
fill. If you want them to, they can fill all of them. But I'm gonna assume the Space Marines are gonna roll in the Hellhound and be the first ones in.
Mhm.
And then there's another Chimera for you guys. So like you guys only need 2 vehicles. They can fill the rest. But
I kind of want to keep the rebels alive, honestly.
well, so they're going to fill the chimeras, but even filling all the chimeras that you give them, they have another 50 guys on horses they can throw at the fort.
Dude, no, like, come on, don't get me wrong. Like, they're rebels. That's cool. They know the risks. I say we fill them with the horses. We put the Hellhound in first, and then we put the Chimeras right after it. We use the Lehman Russ as counter tank, and those guys are our tank hunters. The Basilisks slam the center courtyard to prevent the Hydras from taking out or at least impeding the gun runs and missile bomb runs of the Valkyries, which focus on the walls. And then when the torpedo hits, fucking gun it.
So with fucking wait, who okay, so Magnus and the vet, they passed with barely. So that are to each other, they throw Chazov a little inside. Devastator, you look and you're seeing sand stuff like that and approaching like pretty decent amount. Don't have eyes on them yet. Chazov Cud, it's like whispers over to you. Stop. You have some vehicles. We don't know how many.
Hear this?
Yeah, I mean he's right next to you. Yes, yeah, so
Alright.
we hear that.
high frequencies, kill it.
Fuck.
Why don't we have a leader if he has any?
Pretty reasonable.
Are you expecting any vehicles coming?
No, I'm not.
Because there's more than 10 coming.
Touch his neck, like,
Mhm.
something to him, and he goes, step inside the walls. Some hand signal, shouting, and you start like getting some deep. Yeah, rolling around. Consistently negative. Out of the way, it's fine. Yeah, you guys assume it's like the gist of like that. Who knows? Yeah, moving about like there's distinct high pitched whine of what sounds like a Valkyrie flying overhead at high altitude.
Wouldn't that be our one?
It definitely is not. Your Valkyries are not on station. They are
in here.
I know. Yeah,
This building.
For-
Over here.
So we need to sending a message to scramble our Valkyries would be a very good idea.
All
There-
right.
There's stairs
Um,
here and here by the look of it.
yeah. There's a staircase there, staircase there. This right here. This is a little like fortified like balcony position, but you actually like just hop over the wall, and that's how you get up the stairs. So, and then this is the stairs to the rooftop here.
Ah.
And
Are
then,
there any people manning these things?
no, they don't provide the best cover. They're really just they're wooden palisades, so they're like just to hinder infantry movement. They're not really the best cover.
Yes.
You good? Jesus,
Maybe we'll head up here then with these
She
guys.
wants to play, man.
she's trying to do something. I don't know what she's trying to do.
She's telling you what her character is doing. She thinks she has a character.
Is that right?
Roughly how much time do we have?
They're about to enter the combat zone. Like they're literally like a few seconds away.
Okay, awesome.
Scale this building.
I'm gonna move myself here. I'll put the servitor there, and then myself here in cover. Actually,
I will put myself amongst the guys here. Actually, there.
no, I'm smoking dick. I want to be right here.
Uh,
And then
Or do I?
immediately
head
I'm gonna
north?
signal jam the enemy Valkyrie.
All right. So you're just trying to lock onto that frequency that's coming from it and just
Yeah, just kill
cancel it.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, all transmission and receiving. Just completely mute him.
All right. Give me a second. All right. Yeah. Everybody else. Yeah. You just get in the positions that you want to be in. Start
Climb this building
reposition your
here.
squad. Sorry. Say again.
Am I able to scale this building?
Oh, let me see. Which one? I mean, yeah. You have plenty of time to be able to like just run around and go up the stairs. But if you,
How high is it?
it's only like a 2-story building.
So
Oh,
I
Like
could jump
20,
off of it.
30 feet maybe.
I will use my Uber legs plus 20 athletics jump it and assume I don't roll 100.
All right.
I'll roll just in case I do.
Yes, I'll get up
All
here
good.
with the rest of the kill team.
I'm staying
Yeah.
close to.
Come up with us, priest.
Yeah,
Stand with us.
damn right I am.
I can't tell this desert world if we're on the eve. It's almost like it's always fucking middle of the day. But anyway, priest,
Just always in the
Sandelius.
middle of the day. It's like the shittiest version of Alaska you can ever think
we
of.
are on the midday eve of battle. Would you lead us in prayer?
I'm just checking this ability I have to inspire wrath.
I want everyone to be mad.
Well, it would give them hatred and pen.
I'm back.
Position your squad wherever you want. I just kind of threw them up on the walls.
Are we defending?
Possibly.
I guess I'll look around and say to everyone, "Do you all worship the Emperor?"
Like some of the rebels are just looking at you like, huh? And then like all the guardsmen are like, huh? Like just kind of like a fucking Spartan cry of like, ooh-ah or whatever.
How much taller are the buildings back here than in the front?
Which ones?
These ones, for
'Kay.
example.
They're all 2-story buildings. So yeah, that one.
I'm gonna do something risky.
Yeah, if you get on that building, you're not going to be able to see anything unless they open the front gate. So you'll have to either get positioned on the rocks or the front buildings that make up the wall. Or you can climb this tower because that's pretty high.
What tower? Sorry, I didn't.
This one right here, it's not. You're literally going to be straddling a metal like beam, but this right here.
I think the wall will be fine. Also, where's Chazov?
I chucked him.
Okay.
Into the abyss.
Fucking noises
So-
you're making.
So, sounds like a bird.
It's just clicking and clacking, man. She's just loving life, Can't hate it.
Yeah, so I'm
You know,
gonna.
love in life. I got some Applejack cereal.
So yeah, making sure I'm using my loud hailer.
What?
So yeah, making sure I'm using my loud hailer so everyone can hear me.
Mhm.
Loyal followers of the Imperium, the heretic approaches. Prepare to decimate their numbers.
Where
They
did
shall
I
not
put
stand
Chazov?
against our faith. So I'm gonna spend a fate to add plus 30 to my roll because I am a priest. I could do that instead of plus 10.
Shit.
Chazov's still over in the original position.
Oh, was he?
Chads.
Wait, where?
I always roll badly,
don't.
so come on. You're fucking kidding me.
Yep, fuck nerd.
Rip.
Hold on.
Fate reroll.
I have one fate point left.
Do it.
Fine, I'll do it.
We must inspire them to the Imperial Creed.
Hey,
Yes.
success. So yeah, now pretty much everyone, because I used my loud healer to make sure hatred heretic and hatred's chaos space marine, which is plus 10 weapon skill and all that, but also plus 3 penetration against them and any vehicles run by heretics and chaos space marines.
That's nice. Is that for everyone?
It's everyone I consider my ally and that follows my creed and all. Oh, I forgot. Hang on. Let's see if I did need to roll that because I forgot my Rosarius. That's another. How much was it? The followers? It was either 10 or 15. Hang on. I forgot about my modifier.
Gosh dang. Hit the wrong
Yeah.
button.
Dane doesn't need a loud hailer. He will just shout.
Well, still, I want to make sure everyone can, And I have a
Fair.
loud hailer.
If you'll put Chazov right next to me so that he can spot for me.
Where are you?
Up on the wall like
Oh,
a
I
big
see you.
dick,
I see you. Yeah.
like a Chad.
What,
I guess-
Probably want one medic on each wall, I would assume. All right.
Dane will say something to the people. Zadebs, fuck. Fuck. I was gonna say. So. Fuck. Fuck. It was something along the lines of.
This
Yeah.
is all in
Right.
character.
Okay. Fucking members of the Zadeb clan. We are here today, facing the Emperor's enemies. Though 1500 years we have been led astray, we are here today, and we will prove that we are worthy to fight alongside you and hopefully inspire you to fight alongside us. To atone for fucking Caldetans, we will fight for you.
You hear like
In better words, I'm shit.
a guy like stand up on the sandbags like in front of you, and he starts speaking in the local language. He's like, Imperium, and then you just see him like, and a couple of them are like shooting into the air.
Oh, that reminds me that the bonuses I gave applies to the rebels as well, not just us.
So what's up?
Stark is going to, in a much more calm tone, start informing local soldiers with hand gestures, because I don't know if we all speak the same language, to start setting up machine gun placements if we have the equipment for it.
Yeah, like one of the guys like gets with you know, he's obviously like what you would consider like the equivalence of a squad leader. He just informs you that like they're bringing all the equipment that they can from the mines, but their first priority was to make sure that the women and children got further down the mines to escape.
His head, he's understanding of not being a complete asshole to the civilian population. Anyways, I have a huge dick and a rifle. Can we start shooting?
So as you know, you guys are getting prepared. Yeah, you just see like multiple armored vehicles start rolling up. And they start, you know, they're just hauling ass. And you can pick out some of the vehicles and you can see that like some of the mercenary guys you guys have bumped into before are in the back of these vehicles and they look a lot more geared than they were before the last time you saw them, and they look a lot pissed.
Yeah.
On top of that, as you know, you guys are, you know, sitting there getting ready, like the sand and smoke, everything from the vehicles kicking up. There is a particular thing that gets your eyes bugging, as not many of you have seen it, not many of you have heard it, but you have heard the tales as an Imperial Baneblade begins to roll through the desert slowly, kicking up a plume of smoke.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And there's a loud, thunderous as a round impacts a few buildings behind you guys and explodes. And you just hear a loud vox begin to go, Imperial forces, surrender or die. And we're going to stop right there for this week.
Oh hell!
You son of a bitch.
This is going to kick off pretty hard, and yeah, let's see what you boys are going to do. I will say, like, these vehicles, like, they're definitely not, like, you know, kept up in like the perfect condition. So like the Bang Blade, it does look a little jerry rigged and stuff like that, but it still is a fucking Bang Blade. So there's going to be some oopsies, and the Valkyries say they're on their way, so they're going to need a designation of where you want a gun run. That's going to end up requiring a full action, and the gun run will happen on that position 2 rounds after, and you can do that at any time. So it'll be a full action to mark. 2 rounds later, the gun run will happen, and then you just have to do a full action to mark again, and you just keep doing that.
That's
So,
cool.
can we just roll initiative and say that Stark has his missile launcher out? Thank God I brought that.
No, we'll roll initiatives when we get back.
Oh, and I checked to make sure exactly how many people I can target, so how many rebels actually have my bonus. Up
What's
to
that?
400.
Up to 400. Well, that's probably going to be everybody then.
Probably.
Um,
300 more rebels just appear.
You say what kind of bonus do we get to pen?
Plus 3.
Equal to my willpower bonus, so plus 3 to pen
Oh.
against heretics and chaos space marines. And this
Very
also
helpful.
applies to their vehicles.
That is
These
why I
guys.
asked.
Oh, is the
Yeah,
tech
okay,
priest
guys.
hiding behind the gate?
might know
Yeah.
what's gonna
Yeah, no, I am actually.
Oh, by the way,
alright.
since you're in our squad, give yourself +1 to your initiative because I have that talent.
Ah,
Shit, there
awesome.
you go.
So I actually did do some digging.
Mhm.
As it turns out, the heavy suppression barat, no, the heavy firepower assault attack order for a Jovian pattern gun servitor comrade does not require cohesion, and you can direct a servitor to stay in a location.
That was nice.
Oh, really?
So
What the fuck was I thinking of then?
Servitors will automatically follow you in cohesion if you don't tell them to do anything.
Oh, okay. It just
Yes.
requires
You
a
were
half.
thinking of
What was
you
I
were
thinking
thinking
of?
of you were thinking of regular partner cohesion.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it? Shit.
So
So you just have to
for
spend a half action to tell him to do something. That's basically it, right?
yeah, pretty much, and that half action is going to be, hey, fucking last cannon
Uh,
time. So
Call your penis.
yeah,
It's
whip it out.
as of right now,
Someone-
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like jerry rigged civilian like APCs with what looks like twin linked autocannons. Looks
Okay.
like 6 chimeras and a baneblade is what's out in the field.
Okay.
We gotta take down that
then-
Baneblade ASAP.
Yeah, dude, last cannon is going to tickle that fucking thing. We don't have anything on site.
I have crack grenades, crack missiles, sir. I'm
Look,
ready to fuck.
Have
Hope you
fun.
both ends there.
I mean, there are a
Don't worry,
couple.
brother.
There's a well, actually, there's not a couple Space Marines. There's a Space Marine with melta bombs. The Tech Marine.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I can smite.
So
I don't know if
for
it'll do any good, but I can do it.
I don't
Oh,
think.
Remember,
you can
whatever you
smite a
remember, whatever
Beyblade.
you do, add 3-year pen.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
let me check the armor for
we
the Beyblade.
could. So what we could do is we could completely forego the whole crack the armor route entirely, and we could just have the librarian basically mind rape the crew inside the Baneblade.
It's so unfortunately, rules as written, he can't target them because it's not open topped.
yeah. He
I
needs.
also don't have any power that would actually do that.
Yeah.
So here's my plan, fellas. In my grand and disgustingly bright wisdom, I want to shoot the fuck out of this thing's tracks. And I want to have
I
a
mean,
Valkyrie gun this thing down.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
probably
it's
for the best.
front armor 45, side armor 38, rear armor 30. Those numbers are going to adjust because it's not a off the assembly line Baneblade. It's definitely going to be like, you know, like when you got those cartels in Mexico that have a lot of money and they buy like decommissioned like military vehicles. It's going to be like
Oh,
that.
yeah, like dudes running around in the south of Mexico, with BTRs
Yeah,
and shit.
so
Like, fucking Saudi fucking M1 Abrams.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like I'm not gonna tell you what the armor is gonna be, but it will be less. It's definitely not gonna be anything less than 25 on the rear, but the front armor is still gonna be 40 or more. So the front armor is you have to do
What?
you have to do like so as a regular Baneblade 45 for the armor. That means you have to do 45. Actually, you have to do 46 damage just to do one structure point to it, and it has 120.
Doesn't that chink its armor down each time though? Or...
No, that's only
Fuck.
for cover. For vehicles, their armor is just you have to hit it.
Like people with AP.
Yeah,
What
and
about the top?
I always
what about
counted the
scratch?
top as the rear because that's
If you
an old
tracks?
tabletop rule.
Okay.
Yeah. If you can set it on fire though, on a what is it? On a 10, there's a chance for kaboom boom.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I can charge it and set it on fire, but that's probably gonna be bad for me.
So the way that works is that's when it's taking critical damage, and it works the exact same way when you guys do. So you have to do 120 structure points, which is its wounds, before it starts taking critical damage, which is when
Maybe
it has a chance to explode, veer off course, crash, and all that shit.
maybe the tech
Mhm.
priest can tell its machine spirit to go take a nap.
I mean, so well, theoretically, like I actually could, but I'd have to plug into it.
Yeah.
So
Well, the axe can do that.
You best start sneaking, boy.
I mean,
yeah, the axe can
Boris,
do that, but I mean,
Boris has melted bombs, and then Calibrimbor has an
Yeah.
Infernus pistol.
So-
Calibur's not here.
if there
Yeah, he
is
is.
any, yeah, Kelly is.
I thought you said he's not here.
No, he is there. Yeah, he's training the new tech priest.
Yeah, bro, what's up?
Well, I guess he's gonna have to get close enough for us to be in point blank range for that cannon.
Yeah, he's
That
up on the
guy's-
wall. Yeah, Calibrimbor,
Hey,
his
it's
range
fine.
for that pistol is 10 meters.
They're gonna drive at us. At which point we yeet the Astartes forward, right, into their lines. Okay, Priest comes with us, and basically, me, Zevon, and Priest, and Octavius, we just clear a fucking path for Boris with melter bombs.
You clear enough space, and then the tech priest and the tech marine load up in a Toyota. They load up in a Toyota. I mean, Boris is perfectly fine with strapping melter bombs to the hood of a Toyota and slapping into a Baneblade. He's got no issues with that.
Put a
We
brick
just
on
need
the
a
gas.
human that can drive.
Yeah.
I can't
So
drive this
Fucking
thing.
run it. Well, if it is anything, as soon as Chimera, I'm just gonna start shots.
Yeah, there's the front vehicles are open topped. So like you guys can
I'm not-
see there's, they're carrying infantry.
Hey,
I'm not
guys.
worried about the front vehicles because the Devastator can use his heavy bolter on those guys and turn them into fucking scrap metal.
Wouldn't he be
Fellas.
the best bet against Baneblade for damage wise as well?
But the last cannon?
No, the heavy Devastator.
I don't think so. What's your average damage per shot? Because he's got to do
It's
more than 40 damage every shot.
It's possible, but I would have to roll around average.
Weren't you earlier rolling like
He was like
50
in
or
the
something?
high 20s.
Yeah,
I mean
can get
earlier,
into
like scroll up.
30s. I was testing out macros there.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, because I see a 73, I see a 68.
You
Yeah.
also see a
66.
500 something.
Yeah, that's an error.
So, guys, hold on. Why don't we just go into the fucking caves?
No, this is fine.
Cause I mean, that is an
Fucking
option.
retreat in the face of heresy? No.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an
Yeah.
option. The rebels won't. They're gonna try to hold these people to buy the civilians more time, because they're
I
gonna.
also have
They
Stark
want
won't-
their
yeah,
family.
that-
Like it's a Helm's Deep thing. They're telling the families to run through the mountain pass, and they're gonna hold the wall for as long as they can to buy time, because they want to
Helm's
guarantee
Deep
their
might be a
families
good-
get out.
Might be a good comparison there because we definitely fucking need a Ride of the Rohirrim.
I also have a -10 willpower test to ignore a formal challenge or
Yeah,
insult.
but the rebels are definitely going to try to get up some more equipment. They might have
And
a couple las cannons, maybe an autocannon or a heavy bolter as well.
And we
And
reformed
they're-
Thaddeus. about-
They're also
This-
probably going to send some units through the mines to come up behind them. I don't know if they have enough ordnance to do much, but a distraction's a
So-
distraction.
Salamander would also not flee when he's defending civilians. So
So yeah,
What does a power weapon do to a vehicle?
not much.
Well,
Unless
it
it's
depends on the power weapon. If it's a thunder hammer,
Yeah, Thunderhammer and
cut-
Power
power-
Fist have high
yeah.
pins, so they can do
No,
something.
I'm just talking about like power fields in general.
It's
that you
like
break shit that you parry, and it makes the primitive mono better. Adds AP and damage basically.
a power sword's like almost like a lightsaber, and then the thunder hammer and the power fist would be like hitting
Force sword's more like a thunder.
hitting it with a
lightsaber.
sonic blast or something.
I mean, I
Yeah, no
asked
fair.
because technically, like, I have an axe, like a power axe. So I mean, yeah, I hit
So,
those,
Wait,
strikes
hold on.
hard.
Does Inquisitor Thaddeus know about, Big Dick Baneblade coming to,
Maybe if we
You're,
told them.
you're gonna have to tell him that at the start of the
Yeah.
next round.
God damn it.
Yeah, it's
buddy.
literally gonna be like,
Oh, Inquisitor, we need help.
They've brought
Please.
the Baneblade.
cat F, cat F.
Baneblade.
Great.
But shit, yeah, it's gonna be popping off. It's gonna be pretty wily. But I don't know. Look at the bright side. That means there's possibly not as much shit at that fortress, right?
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe.
I'm just glad, happy about the boost I gave all these guys in action economy. They might be able to take out the regular dudes pretty quick.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
So this is going to be a pretty large combat. So like, with the NPCs shooting each other, I'm probably just going to roll 50-50. Like I'll literally just flip a coin in real life, and it's like, okay, this guy's going to shoot that guy. Flip a coin. He hit. That guy's now dead. and I'll probably just do that back and forth because I'm going to tell you,
Aw.
I'm not going to be rolling and doing stats. You want me to roll and do stats for shooting myself with all of
Yes.
these people? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I had a combat. It was we were playing Deathwatch with support of an Imperial regiment,
Mm-hmm.
and it was Imperial Guard plus our Deathwatch team plus versus Tyranids, and the GM would
the nades.
individually roll,
Why?
and I was like,
Yeah, because
it
these
took us a literal real life month to get through that combat. I was like, this is so.
yeah, because these aren't large enough numbers for hordes yet, and like normally what I do is like sometimes I just kind of like make it narrative, and it's like I'll just be like, all right, these guys shoot at them, and then this many people die, and that kind of just
Right,
goes up and down. Yeah, it goes up and down based on how you guys are doing in combat. So if like a couple of you get fucked up, some of your allies will get fucked up. If a couple of you guys charge and kill a bunch of dudes, then they're gonna do some good shots. That's normally how it does, and it seems to fit pretty well for the most part.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's what I did with
Hey,
the Krieg, but that kind of got them killed a lot.
Well, that's because the Kriegs are dumb penis pumping
Hey,
queens. Right?
Okay, and contemplating my next character if this guy goes down. What rank are the Space Marines currently?
One.
All Space Marines are starting at 2k XP.
Yeah,
I mean,
Which
you
is
guys
still
are
rank
Actually,
one.
rank 1 though.
yeah.
haven't
Human,
made
Yeah.
if you
Rank
die
potential
and you
XP.
make a new character, if he's a Space Marine, you have 2,000 XP. If it's a human, you have 3,000 XP.
right. I'm just thinking because if I go Space Marine, I was thinking, are you guys rank 4? Because then I would go with
No.
Wolf Priest.
That's
Okay,
so.
wait.
The
Dude,
ranks
you've gotta
don't
get the
really.
XP.
The ranks don't really matter anymore.
And only studies, yeah.
Because if something is required for a certain rank, you just have to know how much XP you're at, and then go and check the only Astartes, and there's a chart that tells you what rank.
Yeah.
I
So, like,
think
I
these guys might be rank 2, right?
No, we're still one.
No, yeah,
Really?
you've got to be like fucking like 5k to get like rank 2.
Oh yeah,
Okay, because I was looking at Wolf Priest. That's rank 4 required.
yeah. They're
no.
nowhere near that. Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that
if
chaplain
not-
thing is kind of like a character arc, like where you end up.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you would turn into a chaplain, honestly. But
By
otherwise,
believing.
if not that,
You get chosen.
I mean mechanics wise.
You are chosen by your. You are
there were-
chosen for your
Mechanically, you have
incorruptibleness.
45 willpower, 40.
Yeah, I mean, it's
fellowship,
like
and
in
five-
our
Read up on the lore of Wolf Priest. How,
Yeah,
how are
in-
they?
I'm talking-
how are they-
I said mechanics wise, like game terms, like what
No,
you
hold on,
physically have to
hold on.
do on your sheet.
So mechanically,
write
it tells
down
you,
Wolf
yeah,
Priest.
you have to pay like 5,000 XP, meet all the requirements, and then you get certain war gear and skills from it. It's like the same as picking a class. Like you just get it, and it tells you what you get, and then you get the option of buying stuff. But
Okay.
Alright.
becoming a chaplain with the only Astartes homebrew, the only reason you would want to do that is specifically to have access to that war gear and those specific like abilities. Because as far as like getting willpower focused skills and talents for cheaper, you can already do that in only Astartes being anything.
I just like them.
Yeah,
Right,
it's still
right,
beneficial
hold
to
on.
be a chaplain. You get the abilities.
Rank
and
4,
gear.
it's 7,000 experience needed, and that gives you 4 plus 4 wounds.
Good.
Rank 2 is 2,500. Rank 3 is 4,500. And those
It does
give you-
bother me that Deathwatch never made rules for the Rune Priest.
Oh, well, you know.
It
Pretty
did.
sure they did. Yeah.
No, there's no Rune Priest.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna have to go find the book because I saw it.
There's a
Yeah,
Wolf
it's not a-
Priest, but there's no Rune Priest.
Oh, I don't know. This is Gunius priest as well.
Hold on, like right. So I want to take this character to be the Emperor's champion, right? The Emperor's champion doesn't actually give me that much. I just want it.
Well, I
It's
meing the
mostly
only
just role-play
once you have the like the only Astartes homebrew did make some stuff pointless, but I mean it gives you a lot of freedom. But yeah, like when you were back in original Deathwatch and you were rank locked or you couldn't purchase a skill unless you had certain stuff, there were benefits. But like
yeah.
no one's gonna pick Kill Marine anymore because all the stuff for Kill Marine you can get without having to do it. You don't have to pay 1,000 XP to get access to stealth and
And
gear and
apothecaries
stuff
probably
early
suck
on.
a lot less.
Well, yeah, because you with the Only War system, you have the ability to build whatever you want. So it's like you can build an apothecary sniper. You just pay a little bit more. Well, actually, the
And-
fucking Astartes start with so many aptitudes, it's not really that much.
I'd argue that their diagnoster helmet should be standard issue gear for an apothecary.
It's
Well,
not hard to get though.
Yeah.
Also, at the same time, if they give you everything, then there's nowhere to go.
Yeah,
know?
you don't. Yeah, you can't start with everything you want because then you got nothing to build
No.
on.
That's true. I'm just thinking about like, don't all apothecaries have that?
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
because I don't even think the apothecary in the Ultramarines movie had one because he didn't know when squad mates were dead. Because
that
there's like
movie
a
sucked.
scene where the land speeder, both Space Marines and the land speeder were dead, and the apothecary didn't know.
All right, fair enough. The other thing I would probably do is some kind of Carcharodon Astra,
Oh,
because I love my Carcharodons.
I think Stark, you said you were bouncing between like what was it? It was a Iron.
Iron Hand Tech Marine or a human machine gunner.
I told him to be an Ogre with an
Yeah.
autocannon. He said no.
Because I love Carcharodons. They're scary as all hell.
If I'm
rules are-
playing a machine gunner, I'm going to be an 0331, and that's the end of the conversation.
I don't know what that even means.
We're gonna rock the fucking
Means he has
240.
crippling alcoholism and fucked up legs.
And a huge hog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be pushing into the end of this fucking little campaign on this fucking planet. Get that out of the way. I want to try to aim to get it done within the next 3 or 4 sessions. I want it done before fucking Christmas, that's for sure.
Let's get it.
Yeah, so it's
I can keep going now.
no, we're not gonna keep going. I got work tomorrow, but I just want to set it up because like literally I don't even think we could get through one round of combat in like it would probably take an hour or more. It's
I
gonna
found
this combat's gonna be
How does
rough.
Renown work again?
I found it. Space. Only the Rune priests have access to Space Wolf psychic powers. These powers may be purchased with the experience points provided the librarian meets the prerequisites. You're just a librarian, so yeah.
But Space Wolves can't take Librarian.
If you're a rune priest, you're not a librarian. You're a rune priest, which is
Yeah, but
Yeah, that was a workaround.
Yeah, but okay, what book had the Rune Priest in it?
Core. I'm looking in Core right now, and there are Space Wolf librarian powers.
Oh, there you go.
But that's weird because Space Wolves aren't even in the core book. They're in
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
they are.
Yeah, they're one of the main picks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Core rulebook right now.
They're in Rites of Battle. No, I mean
They're-
First
they're
Founding. First
in-
Founding.
They're in both.
Yeah.
Death
Yeah,
Watch.
no, the first
Nine,
founding
especially
expands
definitely
on the core chapters in the core book, and they add
Space Wolves,
additional
page
ones.
47.
But yeah, the Ultramarines, the fucking
Derp.
like Imperial Fist, the Dark Angels, the Black Templar, the Blood Rave. No, not Blood Ravens, Blood Angels,
The Raven.
and then Space Wolves. I mean, there's like 7 or 8, wasn't there?
The Black Templars, the Blood Angels, the Dark Angels, Space Wolves, Storm Wardens,
Okay,
and
so
the
they are
Ultramarines.
they're just librarians. Okay, never mind.
With
Which
some
is what they are.
apothecary mixed in.
Yeah, it's like a specific thing. It's just, I mean, it's just foo. Just say you want to have librarians. I don't know
No,
why they gotta-
the wolf
No.
priest is chaplain mixed with Apache guy there.
Apothecary?
Yeah.
Apache. Nah, he's
Also,
he's a
what are you-
tracker.
Space Wolves, the only restriction Space Wolves have is that they can't have apothecary. There's nothing that says they can't be librarians.
It's been a few years since I really read the book. Okay.
Restrictions. Space Wolf characters may not select the Death Watch apothecary specialty.
Yeah. Okay. It's been a couple
Oh,
years.
was
since I
it
checked
the? It's probably the Black Templar. Then they can't be librarians, right?
Yeah, they can't be librarians or devastators.
What the fuck? Why can't they be a devastator?
Because why the fuck
Devastator-
would you want a
because-
heavy weapon? You can't fucking Like the tech priests get all fucking annoyed at you when you hit
Bruh,
heretics with them.
If you
Come
Yeah,
on.
you can't melee with a heavy weapon.
You
Yeah,
talk.
come on,
you
bro.
talk.
Tech
Hold
priests get
on.
really, like,
biggest
Hold on. You
complaints
talk to
in-
that Deathwatch Devastator that has the fucking flamer attached to his heavy bolter and tell him he can't get in close combat because he gonna fall. He gonna fucking
Well,
fix
that's the
that.
thing. The flamer stops him from getting into close combat.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking Infernus heavy
They have a
bolters. They're
name
OP
for
on
that
the
heavy
tabletop.
bolter, I think, too.
The Infernus heavy bolter.
Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck
Yeah, I played Deathwatch on tabletop, and it is fucking overpowered.
They
Apparently, you
have
can.
that though, because you can make a heavy bolter into a combi weapon.
Apparently, you can make a good apothecary if you play a Blood Angel because they have the Parasis Sanguineus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
But I don't want to play a Blood Angel.
You don't want
Why
to be
not?
a vampire.
You don't want to be
sparkle.
cool.
Yeah, man.
You don't want to have a huge bloodless penis, bro.
Oh, the fucking space wolves are the ones with like heightened senses, smelling in it too.
Yeah.
The most useless talent.
I would see
Hey,
people.
right.
Well, once they introduce the bonuses for rolling without a helmet, like you get bonus to fellowship and shit. And there's like a few things you can take to get like additional bonuses.
Also, you get a bonus to tracking enemies if you tasted their blood.
I think is that
That's
only Space Wolves
fucking
or is that every
awesome.
Space
What?
Wolf?
That's all Space
Holy
Marines.
So
shit!
That's like the one where
if-
you can eat brain matter and learn how to use their weapons.
That's also all Space Marines. And
Yeah.
if Space Wolves were less wolf and more Viking, I would like them a lot more.
I mean, you can change your character's lore as much as you want. You can have a character that's less furry and more Viking.
Yeah, but why would I want to play a Space Wolf when they're a bunch of fucking furries?
Because you're literally playing a scaly, bro. All salamanders want to fuck lizards, bro.
Well, Alex, I have a
I
question.
respect someone who wants to fuck a dragon more than someone who wants to fuck a wolf.
All right, dragon fucker.
Do
All right.
people not know salamanders aren't even lizards?
Geico Rule 34. Tell me different.
I'm gonna-
Right, fucking. What's the opinion on dreadnoughts?
I
Like
actually asked Alex if I could play a dreadnought, and he said, "Are you gonna have enough XP?"
yeah, I was
"No."
like, you
Well,
have to
that's the thing.
you have to
Right, so
plan
it-
to have the XP ready and put your life on the line.
Well,
Yeah. There's no like
If-
rank 1 guy becoming a dreadnought.
because you
Well,
require
no.
0 fate points. The thing is, it requires 60 plus renown. Must have performed a great deed. May not be a librarian. Cost 5,000 XP. So if something were to were to
Yeah,
happen,
you have to have 60 or more renown. You have to have 5,000 XP available, and
If I had
you
the
have to
XP
become mortally
available-
wounded.
If I had the XP available and I became mortally wounded, could we waive the renown? You know, if the other stars aligned, would it be possible?
If
Well,
your
no.
if your
You're a big
squad
woundie.
earned enough renown from the mission to be at the requirement, then I would say yes. But like you
Oh
guys
my
are
God.
you guys are currently
I have
at,
to do a
at
really
like
big mission.
you guys are currently at like 12 or 13 points, so it's like nowhere near.
No, they're at 17. I'm at 18.
Yeah, because like by the time you get an extra 5,000 XP to have, you're probably going to be around 40 or 50 renown, so it could be possible.
All right.
I'm at 18 because I took a hot poker and shoved it on my face.
Now the real question: what if Stark wanted to go into a dreadnought?
You'd be made into a
No.
servitor, and that's free.
Yeah,
you can do
yeah.
that.
Be like,
Yeah,
You
I
will
got you,
serve
Space Marine.
again.
You want to hear
Yeah.
some? You want to hear some heretic bullshit?
No.
Send it.
My Magos in a Rogue Trader game I'm in found a Relic Contemptor Dreadnought and messed with the inside so he could pilot with MIU.
That's like
That's fucking heresy.
heresy.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah, it
heresy,
is.
heresy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it is. That's why he doesn't tell people he did it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
But he's in the dreadnought.
So I'll give.
Yeah, but he's also outside of Imperial space. They don't know what a fucking dreadnought is.
So I will give a little hint, a little hush hush. There is a dreadnought aboard the Harbinger.
It's actually Inquisitor Octavius, and he's just like a super powerful
No,
sniper.
that man's just mean.
They just don't wake him up much because every time they do, he starts yelling about how they woke him up when he was dreaming of sister battle twins.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Bjorn, shut up,
So
nerd.
Inquisitor Octavian, he's been in a good amount of the campaigns. I think Thaddeus has actually been in more than him because when the campaigns first started, like when the story first got going, Thaddeus was the Inquisitor everybody worked for, and I was like, I need someone who taught Thaddeus what he knows, so Octavian was born. And out of all these campaigns and stuff, like over the last like 12, 14 years, only 4 people have been bold enough to attack Octavian as a player, and only
Well, why
one
would you
lasted
attack
more
your
than 2 rounds.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
So there was a bold Space Wolf player who was an assault marine who got to the point where they were essentially, I think they had in total 22,000 experience put onto their character sheets, and that's not including the base 12,000. That's 22,000 after starter XP. And he rolled with a power fist in one hand and a power axe in the other. And
I mean, shit, right?
yeah, something happened. Like it was an issue where like his anger got the best of him and he disobeyed orders, which caused like a lot of shit to go wrong, and it got 2 players killed. And Octavian confronted him, and the Space Wolf took it as a challenge, and he challenged him to a duel. And Octavian went and put his war gear on and came back out. And they went. It was 5 rounds in total, and then Octavian to I damaged the player to the point where he was at -2 wounds, and I'm like, you went and drew blood on this Inquisitor, and he goes, yeah. I was like, I took his arm. I cut his arm off with the power sword, and then I removed his left eye, and I was like, there you go. And Octavian gave him a cybernetic arm and eye, but I removed those and kept them.
That's fucking wild. Holy
Kept 'em
I mean,
shit.
like, I'll applaud you. Like, if you got the reason to like go, like, because Octavian's pretty fair with his shit. Like, even if you fail, like, he doesn't just beat the shit out of you just because he likes it. Like, he's been pretty, pretty decent leader. And it's like you challenge him. He challenged him, and the Space Wolf was in the wrong. He got 2 players killed because of his arrogance and his anger. So it was like Octavian was pissed, and he was like, "You drew my blood," and he goes, "Yeah," and he just cut off his arm. Fucking, and then the Space Wolf's like, "All right, I'm screaming in pain," and I'm like, "As you scream in pain, Octavian grabs you by the throat and then just proceeds to put 2 fingers in your eye socket and pull it out." He's like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, bro.
Like, it was pretty gruesome that day, and the apothecary was just overjoyed because he's
Yeah.
like, I get to practice field surgery, and I'm like, fucking shit.
Dude.
He's like, can I remove his gene seed? And the Inquisitor's like, he's not dead yet. I don't know.
Yet.
Give it time.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. We had another guy.
I bet Stark could take him.
We had another guy, Arthur, who was an Ultramarines assault marine who was afraid of heights, so he never used his jump pack. He just went with a regular pack. He was a funny guy, and he had a flamethrower. And I remember one time they were fighting Tau, and someone had taken his favorite guardsman as a human shield, and he flamethrowered him in the Tau. And they were like, "Why did you do that?" And he's like sobbing, and he's like, "I thought I had a bolter." And they're like, "You've never used your bolter. You always use the flamethrower." And he's like, "I don't know." Like, what the fuck? Yeah, but they fucked with him one time really bad because, like, I think I had a Black Templar in that one too, and they whispered to him before a mission. They were like, "You know that a spaceship's just really high in the air, right?" And he just lost his shit. He just lost his shit when.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you mess with someone else in the deathwatch from another chapter,
Mhm.
what they do to you is they stick you in basically a VR part where you get to watch your chapter brothers die over and over
Good
again,
lordy.
you not being able to do anything about it.
Well, that's vicious.
So fucking behave in the Death Watch.
It was just funny as shit to see like the Black Templars like you know that like a spaceship's technically really high in the air above the planet, right? And fucking Arthur's just like starts going ape shit. Like, let me out! Let me out! It's like, what? What do you mean in space?
Yes. Yeah.
I gotta go. Because I think it was like he wanted to play he was a assault marine. He was like, I want to play a guy who like because he heard the stories of like warp travel where like a ship goes through and then it comes out a week later, but the entire crew by the records had died of old age. He's like, I want a space marine who got on a ship to be transported to a mission, and that happened to him. So he was stuck on a ship as all the humans wasted away and died alone for like a couple hundred years. And so he was a little unhinged.
Okay, Lysander.
I was like, that's great. And he's like, yeah, he has a fear of heights. He doesn't like enclosed spaces. So like he was like one where he would always hang out in the hangar because it was like big and open, and that's where he would hang out, and that's where his like room was. I'm like,
So that happened to Cato Sicarius, for the record.
did he lose his mind?
Cato Sicarius.
Everything happened to Cato.
Yeah, him and his guys get stuck in the warp, and he's kind of got PTSD from it now.
Yeah.
I mean, Lysander spent 1,000 years on a warp planet without power armor, just fucking demons, just with that.
You Slaneshi bastard.
And then he got thoroughly tested and just so happened to come back into real space just as the guy that replaced him had passed away. Could you imagine you're just in line to become the captain of First Company and fucking Lysander comes back? This is like, all right, I guess I'm not going to be captain anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I would be
Like, would you
upset.
even be upset or would you be excited? Because, like, here's this veteran hero of your chapter just returned from the dead. But it's like
I mean, I
also,
guess I would-
Well, it means you might get to learn under him, so.
but that also means that
Yeah.
you just spent like hundreds of years waiting to become captain of First Company, and you're shit out of luck. I mean, obviously, Space Marines like very rarely get jealous, but like,
Horus Heresy.
Yeah.
Perturabo's entire character.
hey, we don't talk shit about Iron Daddy. I'll kill you.
I will talk
Iron
shit about
Daddy?
him all day.
Fuck Porterabo. Pretty
Curse
can
is
eat a
better.
dick.
Here we
You're
go.
all
It's
queer.
gonna be Zevin if he keeps failing the willpower checks. Like, what's up, man? So all right, if there is a demon presence, what's the worst one that you guys would want to deal with? Because it's already if
I just want you to know,
Bro, like,
I feel like I can't
Slanesh,
say
'cause they're
if
gross.
anymore. There is some sort of demon presence. It's definitely like it
I'll
lit.
have
I
you
can
know.
literally tell you it can be anything
Corn?
from a chaos psyker to a demon prince. Like I'm not going to tell
Well-
you what, but anything in between.
Well,
but
we know it's a minion of Korn thanks to the other salamander,
well, that's what
so
the
it's
one that
not a
they
psyker.
banished originally. We
But-
don't know if
yeah,
it's the same.
but I've already
Okay,
And this
so-
is
decided
not
it. But
acting very coordinated at all.
Yeah, it's acting Zeech-like, which if it's a demon of Zeech, I'm gonna get a fucking headache.
I can see a little bit maybe Slaneshi, but mostly Zinchi.
yeah,
I want you guys to
I
know
haven't
that
seen
the
any
character that
Slanesh,
Oros is based off of, his name is Valand, and he practically soloed a demon prince of Slanesh by himself with that fucking the claw of his.
well,
So
if you know the true name of a demon, you can sell it. You're fucking on the spot.
Magnus, they're done.
that's not Magnus's true name,
Yeah.
though.
True.
His true name's whatever the Emperor planned to call him, I guess, technically.
Hey,
Well,
if it's
no.
a core, if it's a demon prince of Korn, Dane will charge it. If it's a demon prince of Slanesh, Dane will charge it. If it's a demon prince of fucking Zinch, he'll charge it. If it's a demon prince of Nurgle, he'll think twice.
You set it
We'll
on
shoot
fire.
it-
Yeah,
We'll
well,
shoot it from a very far distance away.
very far difference.
Might have to
I
go
don't
back
want
to
AIDS.
if it's Nurgle, might have to go back to that plasma option or just melt the fortress.
Yeah, we might actually have to take the priest up on his plasma option, and put a request in
Promethium.
for an extremely long fucking power sword.
If it's
So I can
if it's
far
Nurgle, we
away.
do. If it's Nurgle, I do that. Just
Just
Hey, bro.
set it on fucking fire.
Just
Just
call
dump-
him gay, bro. Easy.
Pull trig, yeah. Just pull trig, dude. Fuck them all.
But
Alright,
I
boys.
don't see Corn. The guy's being too tricky, you know.
I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, same
We-
here. Well,
Already,
thanks
I'm
for
gonna do some
jumping
work
on,
my thing.
boys. I appreciate it. We're gonna get
Hell
this
yeah.
kicking off next
It's
week.
fun.
Glacking
Yeah.
and whatnot. Made some new
Peace,
friends.
gentlemen.
That's always good.
Letting that hammer bang, easy peasy.
Yeah, oh, there you go. All right, boys. You guys have a good one. I'll see you
I'll
next
click
week.
that.
All right, peace out, boys.
Catch you later.
All right, man. We got through that. So, yeah. Unfortunately, no combat this week, but ain't no big deal, right? We just had to set it up. I mean, it was 11:40 already, and just getting into the tanks showing up. They had to just plan some stuff out, make sure they got their requisition rolls, and we got a little sidetracked a little bit. But hey, it happens. But we're gonna be tackling this fight next week. To be honest, it's gonna be a big fight. They got to be on their A game. Unfortunately, some of them were talking about having backup characters ready, and if they start falling apart and not doing what they need to, they could very easily need those backup characters. We've got a lot of stuff coming at them, and then after that, hopefully they can turn the tide, take out these enemies, and push towards the governor's fortress, and just keep the momentum going, and deal with whatever's down there in that bunker, be it chaos, be it whatever. But I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be popping off. Like I told them, I'm planning to get this chunk of the campaign done before Christmas, hopefully, in the next 3 or 4 sessions, and then we'll be sitting pretty. But thanks guys for checking out the channel and tuning in. Everybody watching. We have the 40k informant with my co-host Luzis every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's really good. Stop by, take a watch at that. We talk to veteran GMs and other players about what they do in the RPGs, and also talk about just 40k in general. We just had discussion about some of the media of 40k, like the Ultramarines movie and the Astartes that was on YouTube, made by that one fan, and just shoot the shit and have a good time. But you guys, feel free to keep dropping by, and if you go to the Twitch channel, there's a suggestion box if you have any bright ideas for what I should be doing. But thanks for tuning in, and have a good can't even talk now. I'm too tired. It's the end of it. Been going for more than 3 hours. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna jump off now, but I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.